Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and yes, Shane, I have had a very good week. So Shane's just put a comment there before I went live, and he's ready for the off. And today I'm hoping that I'm going live and I've got no shenanigans going on. So I'm just going live only on my phone. I'm not trying to go live on my computer, which seemed to mess things up every time I did it. So those of you who are here, welcome. And those of you coming in, anybody who's watching on the replay, this is, hello Corrie, this is being recorded, or this is being live streamed on, what are we? We are Sunday the 27th of October 2024. And as I say, no scary moments. It might be Halloween, but we're not going to have scary moments. We're not going to have any issues with the live streaming tonight. I can see we're streaming to YouTube and Facebook, and we're here, and no feedback and no shenanigans. So if you're coming in on the live, welcome. If you're coming in on the replay, pop replay in the comments, and then I will be able to see and comment with you later on whenever you choose to watch the broadcast. I have had a fantastic week. I've had a fantastic weekend, and here we are again, and looking forward to time with you. I was looking for my little scarf that was a Halloween scarf that had it had on it, what did it have? It's got skulls and crossbones, but I couldn't find it. So I'm not worrying about it. I've got a scarf. I've sort of got my more purpley colours on in the vein of Halloween. I've decorated for you. I've got a nice big pumpkin at the back, which you can't see because I'm sitting in the way. Never mind. So I'm just going to click. I'm going to just see, what does that word mean? What word? Shenanigans? Shenanigans means troubles. Halloween is I don't know. Maybe somebody else can answer that. Is that what you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Shane. So anyway, I've got lots of props to show you. Good morning, Hazel, coming in from Australia. You said yes, Shane. Did you mean shenanigans or Halloween? I don't know which one you meant. You'll have to type which one you meant. I still don't know. Now the clocks have changed. You can watch live. Excellent. Yes. So those of you who are not in the UK, last night our clocks went back. The way I remember is spring forward. So in spring they go forward, and fall back in the fall, which is the autumn, they go back. And I did remember last night. And when I woke up this morning, I thought it was an hour later than it was, because I have a little... not Halloween. I have a little clock so all my digital clocks, of course, they all update themselves, as you know. But I have a little clock by the bed that I can see quite well if I wake up in the night to know what time it was. And I woke up and it said something like 11:45. So I thought, gosh, I've slept until nearly lunchtime. And thought, oh, that's good. I've had a really good lie-in. I haven't got to go anywhere. I really need a good sleep. And then I realised it was actually only 10:45, but it was still a lie-in. Corrie's saying Strictly was so funny with Anton and Craig costumes. Yes. So who in the UK has been watching Strictly Come Dancing? The reason I go on at 8:15 on a Sunday night is so that I can watch the results of Saturday night's Strictly Come Dancing before I come on to the broadcast now. And it was Halloween week, for any of you who didn't know, and they were all dressed up, and it was just amazing. And Anton and Craig were dressed as twins, and they were just so funny. And I did just post a little TikTok video just now, just as I was about to go live on here. I spotted their little TikTok video, so I've just shared that onto my page, so you'll see that. But that's what Corrie is saying. Corrie's coming in from Facebook. Shane and Hazel, Shane and Hazel coming in from YouTube. So what I think I can do, I don't know if I can. Let's have a look. I think that I can see the live on. Oh, yes, I can. Can I see that? Yes, I can. So I don't know if I can. I don't want to cause shenanigans, but I'm just going to. What I think I can. Yeah, oh, this is great. Wait a minute, I can, but I can put the sound off. There we go. So I can see the screen up there. I can see the live stream, which is great. So that's good. So what's everybody been up to? I have got a whole bag of goodies to remind me. Hello, Tina coming in there from Facebook, Tina Furnival, and she's saying, hi Lynn, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Lovely to have you all here. I'm not quite sure how long we'll live stream tonight. I'm feeling full of beans at the moment, and definitely full of beans because I made a wonderful meal for myself that did have beans in it. It had all sorts of different beans. It had lentils and chickpeas and mixed salad beans and all that. So I am full of beans, but also full of beans as in I'm actually, that's an expression, of course. Hello, Andrea. Full of beans is an expression of when you're, feeling all full and actually, somebody look. You can see. I can see myself on my PC. I can absolutely there. So that's that's good. Now let me have a look. Wait a minute. Okay, so what's everybody been up to? I've had a full-on busy week. I spent a lot of time at home, but still been busy. Corrie's been looking forward to seeing all the goodies since you shared the post. Right, so I've made quite a few things, and I've done quite a few things. I went to an event on Wednesday, and I made a video of the event, and I just realized I haven't put it up yet, but I haven't put it up yet because I've got to put all the tags and all the links in it, and I must just do that sometime very soon. So I'll tell you about that. So I think on Sunday, last Sunday, did I tell you about my wardrobes and how excited I am that I've had cupboards converted into wardrobes? I don't know if any of you can remember. Did I talk about that last week? Because last Sunday, my friends were here, a lovely couple that come and visit me regularly, and they are folk who met me through the live stream, but they also happen to live on the Isle of Wight at the moment. So they come and see me on a regular basis. That's really nice. And then I am very, very blessed. Very, very blessed because while the wife and I chitter chatter away, the husband does lots of busy work around my flat, and I am so lucky. I am so grateful for all the work that's been done. Shane's saying he's checked his honeybees today and in the week fixing a petrol mower. So you've been a busy boy as well. So anyway, I told you about these. So I had in my bed. So as you know, I live in a flat. As most of you know, I have a huge amount of craft stuff. And as most of you know, I need to get my whole life organized and the whole place organized, which I have been doing bit by bit. And as you can see, I now live in an IKEA warehouse. I buy things when I've got some money. I buy bargains when I can find them, because I don't like pay a full price if I can find bargains. And so bit by bit, I've organised my flat. We're nearly there. There's still a lot of stuff to go away into cupboards, but we're getting there. This week, I moved I've got some IKEA drawers here. As you can, let's show you. I've got the IKEA drawers here. I've got some in the other room, and I have some rainbow drawers on wheels. And I decided to switch one of the drawers like this here with the two of the rainbow drawers. So I've switched that way, and I put that way because it's making life easier for me. So when I sit in the other room, it won't be on the left-hand side, it will be on the right-hand side. I've got the tall drawers, and on the left-hand side, I've got some shorter drawers. So I can sit in my chair here. I can pull out the left-hand drawers to find various things there for my crafting, or I can pull out the right-hand drawers on this side. And hello, Kath, nice to see you. And so by switching those two sets of drawers around, I've now got one of these on my right hand side. So one of these on the right hand side of my chair, and it means hello, Vivian's watching, and their time is 4:25 p.m. Thought you might want to know. Are you in Kentucky, Vivian? I've forgotten. You did tell me earlier, but lots of you tell me lots of things, and I don't always remember everything. I do try. Anyway, so I have been wanting and trying to do my embossing, you know, heat embossing, where you stamp something onto a piece of card, you sprinkle embossing powder over it, and then you heat it with a tool, and it all the embossing powder melts, and it makes a wonderful result, shall I say. And yes, Vivian is in Kentucky. I did remember, you see. Well done. Well done, me. So I in here I've only got a little bit of work surface. So this is my computer's in front of me, and I have a little bit of work surface here, not a lot. I do quite a lot of work in the other room, or I come in here. And the other day when I was doing some heat embossing, I put up I've got a little coffee table, you know, one of those little TV table things here. And I was trying to do my embossing here because I had the embossing powders over there. And I was doing it here. But in order to heat it, I had to go out onto my landing and plug my heat tool over there. So I couldn't sit here and do it all there. I could run an extension lead, but I'm not over keen on running an extension lead on something that heats up, like, you know, embossing tools and things like that. I'll run an embossing lead for the lower electricity things, but I didn't want to put my embossing tool into that. It might be fine, but I don't want to blow myself up or anything. So by reorganizing what I did, I now can sit and do my heat embossing in the chair in the other room. So by moving 2 rainbow drawers out of the way and putting one Alex drawer there, I've got a little gap between the Alex drawers and the other plastic drawers, and that's where the socket is, which was behind the cupboard. I'd had to run an extension lead underneath if I wanted to plug my lamp in or anything like that. So what I've done is I've made a little gap, and the extension lead for the charging my phone or anything is on the floor, but there's another socket, which means I can put in my heat tool there. I can take this little TV table in there and do all my embossing in one place and have all of the stuff in one drawer. I've already put all the embossing stuff and the embossing tool in there. So that's good. I feel very accomplished even just with doing that. So, you know, it's been a week of getting accomplished because, you know, it has been good. I mean, I can't rush around and do all the tidying in one go. I can't. I have to pace myself bit by bit, you know. I don't try and overdo anything. I get tired very easily. So when I get tired, I sit down and I leave the rest. I live here on my own. It doesn't bug anybody else. And if it does, it's tough luck because it's not their business. Anybody who comes to see me, they come to see me, not my mess, I hope. And if anybody else thinks that they know better than me what should go on in my flat, well, they can just scroll on by. And there are people who think they can tell me that, and I don't pay any attention to them anymore. And I'm welcome to all those coming in now. I can see more and more people coming in. That's lovely to have you all here. Do join in if you want to. If you don't want to, you're more than welcome to sit in the background and just watch. So, yes, so as I say, I am so excited with my new wardrobes, and it just gave me this wonderful burst of energy because I didn't have enough wardrobe space in my bedroom, and I had some cupboards that I acquired from my mum. Now, some of you will know this, but some of you might be new to the broadcast, so might not know this. And when my mum passed, these cupboards were brought to my flat and put in place. They were never really screwed properly together, but they were okay. They were fair enough. I wasn't going to wiggle them so they fell down or anything. But I decided that I was going to have wardrobes. You know, those IKEA wardrobes that you have all the bits and pieces in them, and you can, you know, have all the accessories and that. Well, First of all, I couldn't work out all of that on my own if I wanted to do that. You know, I would need somebody to help me and say, well, Lynn, you might need this, and then what about this and all the different components. I'd looked at my children's wardrobes because they have those things and thought, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to work all this out. But then I would have had to pay somebody to take away the old cupboards. And then I would have had to spend about £500 getting to where I've actually got, you know, now. And my friend said, I said I was going to do this. And he said, I could put some rails in there for you to hang your clothes up. And I thought about it, and I thought, no, first of all, I thought about it. No, I want all those other bits. And then I thought about it, and I thought, do you know what? This is really silly, isn't it? The outsides of the cupboards look fine. They look lovely. They were a bit rickety, but they're not rickety now, I can tell you. So last Sunday, my friends came over, and as I say, Mrs. and I chatted, and Mr. got on and did working on my wardrobes. So they weren't wardrobes at that point; they were only cupboards, and there are 4 of them. There are three sort of like single wardrobes, and then there's a very narrow one. So rails were going in the 3 bigger ones, and the narrow one is just for other bits and pieces. And so I had said to my friend, can you can you do something? I need so what happened, I opened the wardrobe door and it all drags on the carpet. It did drag on the carpet, you know, it scraped the carpet. It didn't matter, it could actually work, but you know, it would be easier if the wardrobes were a little bit higher, and then they wouldn't scrape on the carpet. Well, on a previous job, hello, sorry, I've forgotten your name. What should I call you? I've forgotten. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at names. Sorry, but lovely to see you coming in from YouTube there. So in a previous job that my friend had done, he had removed my huge desktop, and we'd got an IKEA worktop here now. That all works better. But the huge desktop had only got down as far as just inside the front door. And I don't have much space inside my front door. And my Navy Nora, my trolley, sits there, but it wasn't there at this point. It was upstairs because my friend had been using where he was doing stuff down in that tiny little area just inside the front door. You like to be called Tia. You just have to remind me then, Tia, because it's not on your name bit, and then I forget. So you just have to remind me. So thank you, Tia, for helping me and my memory, because I don't remember very well, as you know. So anyway, I had said, I wonder if I needed to get rid of this huge piece of wood, and I didn't know where we were going to put it. And then I thought, I wonder if that could be sawn up and maybe go under the wardrobe. It's very solid. Could it go under the wardrobe, and then the wardrobe would be raised up? Well, it wasn't a wardrobe at this point, it was still cupboards. And so that could raise it up, and then the doors wouldn't scrape on the carpet. So actually that's what eventually happened. We did, my friend did try other options because that was rather big and he wasn't sure if he could saw it with, you know, he hadn't really got the tools to saw it. But anyway, long story short, in the end, he did saw it, but he sawed it, you know, without an electric saw. He was amazing. You know, my friends are absolutely amazing, and they do look out and help me so much. So it is now underneath. So he did the sawing down at the bottom of the stairs, and that's why Navy Nora was upstairs, because he wouldn't have been able to move otherwise, because it literally is just a very small space as you come in my front door. So Navy Nora was up here and that was down there. So but he didn't do that one straight away, because he was thinking he tried other bits of wood first, but that didn't, the other things, you know, it's a trial and error, isn't it, all these things. So anyway, he was all afternoon very, very busy in my cupboards trying to get them together. And in order for him to do that, I had to empty them out. And they were full of stuff that had just been shoved in to get it out the way. not in any tidy order at all. I didn't know what was in what box, and the boxes were just shoved in. And I did know where some of my these sort of bits and pieces were. So can you see I'm a bit batty. I don't think you can see them very well, can you? We could go more Halloweeny. Look, we could go even more Halloweeny. Let's go more Halloweeny for a minute, shall we? You can see that. You can't see these very well. It's a bit squashed, isn't it? But it was in that cupboard, so it's amazing what you find. So anyway, one of those cupboards was all my funny hats and things that I wear on the broadcast and all that. So I don't know that I can like this. I think it's a bit big and wobbly, isn't it? Oh, did you see? I've got a broomstick up there. I have a broomstick as well. Can you see my broomstick? I've got a witch. I got a witch here. Look, here's one I knitted earlier. Not today. Another year. I knitted this for somebody who wanted to buy it. I knitted 2 of these. I went on a bus specially to meet this person because she desperately wanted these things. I said, well, I can come over, I can deliver them, and then I've got to go back. I did all that, and then she never turned up. So I kept them, and I've still got them. I don't know where the other one is, but I found this one. And I don't like people messing me about like that when I go specially to do something. It did annoy me, but there you go. So when she asked me to do something else another time, I didn't do it. I love the hat. You want one? You want one? Vivian wants my hat. And look, I have a broomstick. And I bought this broomstick one time when I was with my grandchildren. And I remember Halloween is, my grandson's birthday is on Halloween. So it's a bit significant in our family. But this year he's not having a Halloween birthday card. This year I'm making him a football card because I think, he's 10, he's going on 11 now. And I think we've run out of Halloween cards to make him. I'm making him a wonderful football card. But Vivian wants my broomstick. But anyway, I bought this, and I can remember being on this broomstick and whizzing around. My family lived in London at the time. My daughter's family lived in London at the time. And we whizzed around on this broomstick. And I think there was something funny with a photograph. But I have to ask my daughter because I can't remember. Hi, Jackie. Nice to see you, Jackie Clark, coming in there onto YouTube. Seeing me waving my witch's broomstick about. So, you know I love these things, and I keep them all to entertain you because I can. So let's put the broomstick back. Whoa. Will it stay, the broomstick? And the witch. And then you can see some of the Halloweeny bits and pieces that have been going on here. So these turned up when I emptied the cupboards out. But of course, that was 4 lots of tall cupboards. And where did all the stuff go? On my bed. Right. So I did a 3-hour broadcast last Sunday, and then I couldn't go to bed. Why couldn't I go to bed? Because my bed was full. But actually, it wasn't my friend's fault. He wanted to push the cupboards back when he'd done as much as he could do on Sunday so that I could go to bed. I said, no. I said, I'm not going to empty all that lot and then I've got to put it all back again the next day. I'll sleep in the chair. Because you know what? I regularly fall asleep in my chair. So it was no different than most times. Sometimes I'm there and I think, oh, let's go to bed. And before I've had a chance to get up and go to bed, I've gone to sleep. And then I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and think, oh, I better go to sleep. And sometimes before I get up to go to bed, then, go to my bed, I've fallen asleep again. It really doesn't matter as long as I get sleep. But I do like to sleep in my bed if I can. But on Sunday, I said, no. I said, leave the cupboards where they are. I don't want you moving them back and then moving them back again. Because what happened, my friend got to a stage where he couldn't actually finish off because he needed something else. I think he needed a little hacksaw. I hadn't got a hacksaw. I thought, well, I could go to a neighbour, and he said no, he wanted to get a hacksaw. But by this time it was about 6 o'clock on Sunday, and of course most of our shops are shut by that time on Sunday. I didn't want him to go off and have to come back. I said, no, go away, come back another day, go and have a rest now. So off they went. And then he was with me first quite early on Monday, and he was here to do the job. And of course, don't forget, folks, those of you who were watching last week, remember I had no heating on fortunate it was a very quiet week, a very mild weekend, and I wasn't cold. But I'd had a gas leak on Friday, and the gas had to be switched off, obviously, because it was dangerous. It was the leak was outside, so I didn't have to sit with all my windows open because the gas leak had been outside. So that was thankful for small mercies. So I did remain quite warm all weekend. It was fine. And then when I went to sleep in the chair on Sunday night, I just made sure I got blankets and things over me to keep me warm in case the temperature dropped. And you know what? I need to get myself a drink because I'm talking and my throat is already getting dry. So I'm having some Fanta, but I do have 0 sugar Fanta because I'm doing Slimming World. I don't want anything that's going to pop all those nasty sins, as they call them, SYNS. I do wish they wouldn't call it sins. It sounds like it's naughty. It's not naughty. It's just not what we do. Hang on. There we go. Oh, that's so nice. I do like a bit of fizz. Let's put the fizz down there. So, let me see. Yes, so after that mammoth 3-hour broadcast, I went to sleep in the chair. First thing on Monday morning, JRP, I think they're called JRP Combustions, rang me at 9 o'clock and said they would get somebody, a gas man, to me to sort out my problem, which was wonderful because it happened on Friday afternoon, of course, because why wouldn't it happen on a Friday afternoon? Why wouldn't I have to have the gas switched off and all weekend when my middle name is Shenanigans? Anyway, true to form, they said he would get it sorted on Monday. He rang me at 9 o'clock. A little bit later on, my friend came, having gone via B&Q to get the vital bits that he needed. He came, but his wife stayed home that day. And then I think later in the day, I think she was nearly sending out a search party because he didn't appear home. I was messaging her and saying, no, he's still working. And it was foul weather. And there'd been some flooding over that side of the island where they live, and obviously she was a bit concerned. But by the time he actually left here, which was very late on Monday, the rain had gone and the floods had all gone, fortunately. I mean, you know, I think she wondered if he was ever going to come home, but he did. But he went home, and you know what? I was such a happy bunny with his work. Amazing. I have got... In the one on the right hand side, I've got hanging rails at the top. So these cupboards had shelves in them before, but they were all rickety shelves. But he's managed to make them all solid. He's screwed all the cupboards together, and you know what? I mean, it's amazing. And instead of spending £500 on wardrobes, it cost me £30 on bits and pieces to go inside. Now that's a bargain, but I do feel I must have them over for a meal or treat them in some way because, you know, they spent so much time working on my things. So anyway, I shall do something like that. I need to do something. I have to say thank you rather than just saying thank you, but in another way. So I'll think of something. Anyway, so I was... on Sunday night, when half the job had been done, I was excited, to say the least. You know, some people get excited when they win the lottery. People like me get excited when one little job's done. Prior to that, was it prior to that? Yes. Was it last week? Oh, I can't remember. Yes, I think the week before. Yes, the week before, he'd moved my washing machine. So taken my dishwasher out, put my washing machine where my dishwasher went, and then there was a space where I could put 2 little trolleys in that I had with lots of my tins of food on. That made me so excited last week. And this week it was the wardrobes. So now I've been busy, but bit by bit, slowly, only doing it slowly because I don't want to burn myself out. I've been doing little bits and pieces to put things away. So in this first wardrobe, he's put the rail at the top, because there were shelves lower down. And I only want short hanging space because I don't wear dresses much, and I've got another built-in wardrobe behind the door, which is awkward to get to, but it's okay, you know, occasionally. I put anything long hanging in there, but I don't have much long thinging because I wear trousers and tops mostly. So that first segment now has all my cardigans in. And then the next segment is, the next one is very narrow, so that's got bits and pieces. It's got some books and things in there that are very special, with memories of family memories and family photographs and things. In that one, that's not full yet, and the other one's not full yet. And then the next one along has got the shelf at the top, the rail at the top, and there it's all my t-shirts and those sort of things. T-shirts there, and then shelves underneath. And then the last one, we'd already got a shelf that was in, and it didn't make sense to take the shelf out because it was fixed. So the shelf stayed up there, and he put the hanging space lower down. Doesn't that make sense? Shane saying this Wednesday he'll be seeing a doctor at the hospital about your hernia. Well, I hope that goes well, Shane. I hope that goes very well. Yes, so wishing you well on that one. And so in that last wardrobe, I've got a couple of jackets and other bits and pieces like that. So all those things are now there. So I've taken all the things, most of the things that were out of the wardrobe that was behind the door. I like to prop my bedroom door open, which means if I want to go in the wardrobe that's behind the door, I have to move the things that are propping the door open, and it's all a bit of a palaver. So it makes more sense. So what I've done now, I did a bit through the week, but this morning I woke up, you know, full of the joys of spring, although it's autumn. And I wanted some more hangers. I didn't seem to have enough hangers because I'd got a lot of t-shirts in my chests of drawers. I thought if I hang all the t-shirts up, I can put other things that are lying around into the drawers. Like I've got loads of scarves and all sorts of bits and pieces, and my underwear and that. I want too much information. I want to put all that away in the drawers, the chests of drawers. So I wanted some more hangers, so I opened this wardrobe up that's behind the door, and there were a whole row of empty hangers. So I got those out, and then I thought, oh, well, why don't I bring all this stuff out? Because anything that I'm going to have to leave in boxes, so there's going to be some stuff in boxes, I can put in that wardrobe behind the door, because that will all be stuff I don't use very often, and that makes far more sense to do that. So I have left just the long, you know, one or two long dresses. I don't have many. And then the rest is all empty, ready to put this. So I've been having great fun hanging up all these things, discovering clothes that I'd forgotten I had. Some of them, of course, are too big because I've lost, you know, almost around 3 stone. So some of them are going to the charity shop, but I found some clothes that I had before I put the weight on. So I don't need to go and buy new clothes. I might need some more trousers because my other trousers wore out. But I don't now need to go and get a lot, because I found all sorts of clothes I'd forgotten I'd had because they were all in a big pile, or, you know, in this wardrobe that I couldn't get to. So it's all so beautifully organised now. But I ran out of time. But of course, as I say, last weekend I couldn't go to bed because all the stuff was on the bed. But through the week, I started to move stuff and tidy stuff up. Then I got to about Wednesday and decided I wanted to go to bed in my own bed. So on Wednesday, the stuff that was left I shoved on the floor to sort another day because I can. But as I say, through the week, each day I've been doing a bit more, and I am very excited as to where I've got to. I haven't finished yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm finding all sorts of things. The one thing I didn't find was my Halloween scarf, but never mind, you're not going to worry about that. I've got another nice scarf instead. This is one I used to wear a lot. I do love my scarves, and I've got loads of them. I've got Christmas ones, I've got poppy ones, I've got Alice in Wonderland ones, I've got, oh, you name it, and mostly I've got it, you know. So I do love my scarves, as you can tell. So that was all wardrobe stuff. So that was so Monday I was here, you know, and the gas man came in the afternoon, and apparently it had, oh no, so when it'd been raining all, as I told you, my friend had come, and his wife was worried about the torrential rain. So anyway, the gas man turned up in the afternoon, and I said, well, it's out there, and so it wasn't actually raining, I don't think, but it'd been very wet. So he tended to that, and he told me, he said it had been quite a big leak. So I was paying for gas that was going out into the atmosphere. I wonder how much that cost me. Never mind, it's not happening now. So he fixed that, and all was well. And then he came in and he put my heat, you know, came and lit my gas to make sure that was okay on my hob. And then he made sure that it was all working. And then he went on his merry way, but not before telling me. I was very lucky that he came, because apparently he wasn't going to come because it was raining. And I thought, well, do you know what? I'm actually a vulnerable person. I shouldn't have to have my heating off a long time. I've got to get onto I've got to, I don't know if I'm registered with them as a vulnerable person. I am with the water people. So I need to make sure that all the organisations have me registered to that, because I don't think you're supposed to be left long without these things. Anyway, don't worry about that. Hang on. So anyway, so he came, but I was talking to somebody later this week and thinking, how come they don't have something that they can put up and over themselves while they're doing the work? Because he didn't want to be in the rain. So what happened? He got the job, but he went home because he said he's not coming out in the rain to do it. So if the rain hadn't stopped, he probably wouldn't have come back. But he said I was lucky, and he came back and he did it. But you know what? Why don't they have some sort of little tent they put over themselves to keep them dry while they're doing these things? I'm not quite sure about that. Anyway, I am very happy because my gas is back on. It's been quite mild this week, so I haven't really had it much on at all anyway. So hopefully the bills won't be, you know, big, and so that's great. So that was Monday. Tuesday I stayed. I think I stayed in at house. Oh yes. Tuesday, wasn't that the day I was waiting for the Amazon parcel that should have come and didn't come on my Prime? I think it was, or had my parcel come before? I've forgotten, folks. Can you prompt me? I think that was the day I didn't go out. That's right. I didn't go to the coffee morning because the parcel was going to come on Tuesday. And I thought, if the parcel comes and I'm at the coffee morning, they'll take it away. And I've already waited a week for it. So I stayed home. But actually, they did tell me what time it was. On Monday, they told me what window, what 2-hour window it was going to be in. And I think I might have been okay because it might have been afternoon. But on Monday, I'm getting myself confused. I think I'm missing my weeks up, muddling my weeks up. I think that was the previous week, wasn't it? Oh, moving swiftly on. I think I got myself confused. Anyway, I didn't. Did I go to the coffee morning this week? I can't remember. Maybe. No, I didn't go to the coffee morning this week. And I didn't do any. I usually go to Iceland on a Tuesday after I've been to the coffee morning. And I usually go and do some of my shopping and, you know, get my top cash back. But I didn't do that. I stayed home. I think it wasn't a very nice day and I just wanted to stay in. And it was raining. That's right. It was raining and I stayed in because I just didn't feel like going and getting wet. And because I've had pneumonia, I'm very fearful of getting wet and cold. So I stayed home. But I was going out on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, there was an event called Winter is something. I've forgotten what it was called. Winter is Coming or something. And it was an event down in Newport. And it was all about help, you know, lots of help for those of us trying to keep bills down, trying to keep warm, all the different things and the different organisations. So I don't know that I think nobody much is commenting. I haven't got many comments here, but I presume that that's because you're all just listening and not commenting and perhaps just doing other bits and pieces. So anyway, I decided I was going to this event, and fortunately on Wednesday it was a nice day. So I got the bus and I headed over to Newport. The event was from 10 till 2, but I finally got there about 12 o'clock because I didn't want to rush. I don't do rushing these days, you know. And so I went round, and I've done a video about the event and all the stalls and all the exhibition stands that were there. But I realised I haven't actually put it online. It is online. It's set to private at the moment on YouTube because I wanted to put all the links to all the organisations that were there. And I haven't done it yet. And I must remember to do that maybe tomorrow if I can. But I got some freebies. So I got some freebie bags from different organisations. And this, I got 2 freebie bags a bit the same. But this one had more than the other one. So in my freebie bag, look, I have got some thermal socks. And I have got a thermal scarf. You know I love freebies, don't you? And I have got a thermal hat. So if the gas hadn't been put on, I could have worn these all indoors. But these are for now wearing outdoors in the cold weather. What else have I got? I've got some thermal gloves. And in this one, I've got a hot water bottle. Look at that. Now, I was just thinking of renewing my hot water bottle because I watched something on daytime TV this week and it said you should check your water bottles regularly. Free is the best. It certainly is, Shane. I like the word free. And they told you, you know, to look inside in the top somewhere there. It tells you, there's a clue as to what year your hot water bottle was made. And it said you're supposed to check them regularly. I know you're supposed to store them with the stopper out, which I do. But I was going to look at them and think of renewing them anyway this year. But you know, I don't. It's been renewed for me now, so I've got a nice hot water bottle there. I think I've got another new one that I got. I won. I did a video. You know, if you did a video one time way back for one of the companies that help you save money, if you did a video, you stood a chance of winning a goodie bag. And in the goodie bag, which I did win because I didn't mind doing a video, like some people don't like doing that, but you know me, I don't mind. So I won this goodie bag that had a blanket and it had all sorts of goodies, and it had a little toy as well, and it had a hot water bottle in it as well, which I don't think I've used that one yet. So I have 2 hot water bottles. But on top of everything, I had been thinking about getting an electric blanket. I'd never liked them before. I was always worried years ago that something might happen, you know, and it might catch fire or something. I think they are so much safer these days. So I was thinking, after last weekend, I was thinking, oh, I'll get one. If I have an issue again and I'm sitting in a chair, I can wrap it over me. And I discussed it with my friend, and that's what I was going to do. Anyway, went to this thing on Wednesday, and I've now got my name on a list where they're going to give me a free electric blanket. What's not to love about that? So I was well pleased. But as I say, I had 2 bags that were almost the same. So I've got some things that I might pass on to one of the homeless organisations because I don't need 2 thermal hats, do I? Not unless it's really cold and I have to put one on top of the other, but I don't think so. So I've got 2 sets of the stuff the same because there were 2 goodie bags from different stands. But also I forgot. Look, a thermal throw. So I can put that soft, warm and cozy fleece throw. Aren't I lucky? And now I've got a wardrobe space and cupboard space to put them in. So today I've put loads of stuff away in the wardrobe. I took loads of stuff out of the drawers and hung them up. And then I found all sorts of clothes that I didn't know I had. So as I say, I haven't got to go and buy a lot of new clothes because I found them all squished in boxes and bags. So really pleased with that. So what else have I got in here? I've got a great big bag down here. I don't know if I can pick it up and show you. Better move my drink, otherwise that will go that will go on the floor or all over everything. So on Friday, I went to B&Q. Wait a minute. It says on here. It says I can't be trusted. I can't be trusted at not B&Q, B&M. And I couldn't be trusted at B&M. But I got some real bargains. Let me put that down there. Because I've got lots of goodies in my bag to show you. So I'm going to take this hat off now because it's making me hot. And I'll put my little bat wings, my bats. Let's put my bats back on because I'm batty. And I found this, look, I found this lovely little scarf that I had. That was one of the things that came out of the drawer that I'd forgotten I'd had. And of course, it matches. So let's put that on. There we go. Isn't that nice? So there. But I wouldn't have found the witch's hat if I hadn't been sorting out the wardrobe because it was hidden amongst all the goodies there. I'm just going to show you these. Jan bought these. Jan runs Aisle Access and she bought these ready for crafting at the hub I do on a Friday morning. And they're beautiful. These are from the range. Let me just show you. Look at these rose gold. All these lovely rose. I love this. Look, they're shiny. So shiny. Glitter is my favourite colour. I saw somebody's Facebook page called that today. Glitter is my favourite colour. You can never have too much sparkle. So that's that one, rose gold. And this one has got some beautiful Christmas patterns in it. And Jan says she's going to take me over to the range, which is amazing because I don't get over there. It's you know, it would take me 2 buses to get over. It's quite a way, but she's going to give me a lift there. But I've got these because I'm going to be making up some gift boxes and cards and things for the craft fair that they are having to raise funds for Aisle Access. So I said, shall I take them home and do some at home? So that's what I'm going to be doing with those. I pop them in the bag. They're nothing to do with B&M, but I just put them in the big bag. But I did say to Jan, so she picks me up on a Friday and takes me to the hub for the Aisle Access. And I said, oh, I needed to go in B&M because bargain time now. I just need to find something. I don't know if I can do this because how many of you have joined Top Cashback? You need to join. If you haven't, you need to do it. And I'm going to give you a link, but I don't know if I can get the link. I don't know how I'm going to get it onto here. I don't know if it will work. Let's see. I've copied it. Wait a minute. Now, can I? Oh, I can put it in here. Look, I can put it in there. Can I do it? Yes. So I don't know. Whoops, hang on. Has that? Oh, so I've put it in on the Facebook page. I wonder if I go to YouTube because I'm not working from the studio. I'm working from the StreamYard studio on here, but I'm looking at my Facebook page there, and I can only see the Facebook page. If I put YouTube, maybe I can put the link in there as well. Let's have a look. So let's just see where I am. Let's see if I can see my own YouTube channel, because if I can, let's have a look. Right, let's have a look and see. Sorry, folks, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute, because I want everybody to have this link, because oh, wait a minute. Home, let's go home. Let's see. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you coming in there on Facebook. Right, so I'm trying to find my own. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. See if I can do this. No, wait a minute. I know what I've got to do. Silly me. I keep forgetting what I have to do. But at least I got straight onto the broadcast tonight. Are you impressed? I hope you are. But even if I don't get this bit right. So wait a minute. Hang on. View my channel. That's what I want to do. Hello, Tracy. Oh, nice to see you in, Tracy. do you know what? I've forgotten something, and I don't think I can get it. Oh, I might have to go. Might have to go walk about in a minute. I might get you to talk amongst yourselves. But wait a minute. Let's just. I'm just going to get up YouTube channel. I might get you to talk amongst yourselves. Hang on. Wait a minute. Let's just. There we go. Brilliant. So now I can put the link in. So I can do it as 2 links. There we go. Sam's friend Janet, Jean and Joyce are not with you tonight. Okay, no problem. Never mind. So so I was telling you right about B&M, and then I'll go walk about in a minute. And I've got to go and get something. So yeah, so as you know, and I've just put the link to the top cashback site. I have been getting some amazing things, amazing deals with top cashback. So this is a site where you go through the top cashback site and you buy things that you were going to buy anyway, as long as you go through the top cashback site. And I've been getting money back on my shopping from the supermarkets. I've been researching more, and I bought my vacuum cleaner from Argos instead of Amazon, and I got money back on that, cash back on that. And there are so many good deals. And this week they and more recently I've realized that some shops you can buy a gift card through top cashback. So you go on your top cashback site and you go to the gift card shop, and then as long as you've gone through the app, through the top cashback site and buy the gift card, you get, and I've told you about this before because I do it for Iceland, you get cash back on your gift card. So this is good for stores that you're going into, because a lot of stores mostly got their cash back originally online. But now there's a way of getting stuff in store, if you're going in the store, and still getting cash back. And so B&M is one of those stores that gives. No, wait a minute. B&M is you can buy a gift card for B&M. So, and this week they'd upped the percentage to 11% on a B&M gift card. So I bought the B&M gift card. I bought a £50 gift card for myself, and I got 11% back. So I got £5.50 back straight away, straight into my top cashback site. Then I wanted some stuff from B&M anyway. So this wasn't making me buy stuff I wasn't going to buy anyway. I wanted, having spent only £30 on my new cupboards, I wanted 1 or 2 storage things to go inside. Because, instead of spending the £500 on new wardrobes, it was £30 and now some storage things to go inside. B&M is just a few doors along from where we do the hub on a Friday morning. Jan gives me lifts home. It all makes a lot of sense to do it on a Friday. So I told Jan I wanted to go into B&M. So at the beginning of the morning, she said, well, why don't you nip along there now? So I nipped along there because nobody was at the hub yet. When I came back, there were loads of people coming to the hub. Lots more people coming to the hub now than before, which is lovely. So I was browsing around and I found all sorts of things. Including my I know it's not. I know it's supposed to be Halloween night. Look, there we go. How about that? Ho, 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 Christmas is coming. And if I sit here with these on, I won't be able to see what's in the bag because the glasses are making it too dark. So I shall take these off again. Dear, oh dear. Let's take those off. Whoops. Hang on. Whoa. There we go. And let's put those over there. So those are from my fancy dress cupboard, bag, box, whatever you like to have. And so, also in B&Q, I got some of these little storage boxes. As you can see, I've got a lot of these. These are called this is a really useful company, and they are really good and they're really useful. And the lids go on and they clip. So I've got these in all sorts of sizes, and these are great too if I want to put some bits in and take them to the take them along to the craft things I do. I can put them in all these little storage boxes and things like that. So so I think I got 5 of those, which was brilliant. Haven't had time to fill them up yet. And then what else did I get? Oh, hang on. I got so many goodies in this bag to show you. We might be here another 3 hours. So I bought some fun items that are going to be gifts for my family. And as you know, Christmas is coming. So what better way of having Christmas is coming than having a Christmas spatula? Look, a Christmas tree spatula. Who wouldn't want one of those? This is not for me. It's going to be for, you know, somebody in the family. £1.50 for a Christmas silicone spatula. I think that was a good deal, don't you? And then, look. A little, this was £1.50. But bearing in mind, don't forget, I've had 11% off of my gift card. So, you know, take 11% off of all these things. And it's even cheaper. So there's a little gingerbread, and that I think, but what I would use it for is like, oh, it is a tea bag rest. I thought it was for tea bags. That's what I got it for, to put your tea bag and your spoon on. Got to be Christmassy, haven't you? And at that price, you can afford to be. Your friend Jean and Janet and Joyce are at home. You're down the caravan. Excellent. Kath's loving the B&M buys. So look at that. So that's definitely one. And look, who wouldn't want Christmas tongs? Tongs. Wait a minute. Let's see. Look, would you not want your Christmas tongs? And again, £1. No, sorry. No. £2. But then don't forget 11% off of that. So £2.20, I think, is to, no. How much came off? 22p, was it? Oh, I can't remember. You work it out, folks. I can't do it. And I bought, oh, now this I bought, it's a, it's crazy. It's a ball of elastic bands, right? I went into the works recently and I wanted some elastic bands, but I forgot what I went into the works for. And when I got in the works, I said to the ladies there, now I said, I know I want something in here, but I cannot remember what I want in here. So I said, oh, I'll have to come back when I remember. But I did remember, and but not when I was at the works. But I remembered when I was B&M, because I saw this ball of elastic bands, and it reminded me that's what I wanted, because I've seen some craft items I want to do. And basically, it's a box. You make a box, then you open the box, and lots of boxes pop out of the box that you've made. So the boxes that are inside, you make them, and then you fold them flat. But you twist elastic bands inside, so that when you take the lid off, they pop out. They did some Halloween ones, so they had bat boxes flying out and that. But I want to do something maybe Christmassy, which hence why I've bought the red elastic bands. And that was the grand price of £2 for all of those. But don't forget, 11% less. So it wasn't £2, it was less than £2. And then, what else have I got in my bag here? Let me have a look. Oh, I forgot to tell you. In the goodie bag I got on Wednesday, oops, I also got a torch. It hasn't got a battery in it at the moment, but I got a torch so that, you know, if your your lights or anything go off, emergency, you've got a torch there. I mean, I've got a torch on my phone, but there's never a bad thing to have more than one, is it? So there we go. Anyway, let's have a look. Whoa, what else have I got? Oh, and then I bought, sorry, I'm having to bend down because the bag's too big. So I bought some things in there for my crafting. Cake cases. But look, whoops, I don't think you can see because it's shiny. Look, shiny cake cases. Red ones and green ones. Look, do you think there might be some Christmas crafting going on here? I don't make cakes, but I use cake cases for other things. So there's some silver and gold ones there. There's some Christmas ones there. I might make some cakes for the family. You never know. And some plain ones. Now, they would make good poppies. You know, cake cases make fantastic poppies, but they've got them in different colours, so they wouldn't all be poppies, would they? They could be different things. And then some gingham ones and some stripy ones. What's not to love? So that's got to find a space in my craft room for those, but I'm sure I can because I'm sort of... Oh, I don't think I showed you these ones. Did I show you the spotty ones as well? That says Minnie Mouse to me. Does that to you? Did you know my cake cases talk to me? So let's pop those over there. And I really shouldn't show this next one because the person, if the person in my family looks, they might know who this is for. But I'm going to show you anyway. This is a little gift for somebody in my family whose name starts with a N. Sorry, I went back into my nursery school days with an N. And it's a post-it pad. Look, aren't they lovely? I bought some for the grandchildren before I went up last time, and I have a tin that says Granny's Treat Tin, and these are ideal. They were ideal to go inside Granny's Treat Tin. So when I opened it up, they all got a treat out of my treat tin. So that's another little one for a family member. What else have I got in here? I think that's most of the stuff I bought in B&M. But then of course I bought all those. Oh no, I bought some inserts to go in drawers as well. But they're all in the drawers with things in, so I'm not getting those out. But they're all cheap. They're like about £1 or £1.20 or something. And don't forget, they've got 10%, 11% off at the moment. But look, I had to buy this massive bag because I didn't have any shopping bags with me. How silly was that? And when I came back into the hub, Jan looked at that and thought, oh my goodness. But it was okay. It goes on, you know, she parks the car in the local car park, and then Navy Nora has the bags all clipped on, so we don't usually have to carry anything extra. So that was fine. But I've got some other things in here because I've got things I've been making this week, and I know Corrie's waiting to see. And one of the things I'm making, so some of the things I'm making are the to go over the chocolate oranges, or Tracy, are you still watching? Look, I got the other. Not the chocolate oranges. I got the Terry's milk chocolate ones. The bag is certainly about me. I can't be trusted in B&M. But Tracy, so take a leaf out of my book because Tracy, I know you signed up for your top cashback card. You're still on the system, and if you bought yourself a gift card for B&M. At the moment, you'll get 11% off anything you buy. So you buy the gift card, and it gives you get 11% on the gift card. So you buy a gift card for the minimum is £50, but you don't have to spend it all at once. It can be like on go. You could spend 20 this week and go back and spend the other. And so I think the minimum was 50, and you can you get 11% off. So what's not to love. So Tracy's girl after my own heart. So anyway, and of course, if we want the chocolate oranges that are selling for £1.50, I think they're selling for £1.50 in there, then that would be 11% off of those as well if I wanted to get any more chocolate oranges. See, so my daughter rang me up the other day because those of you who don't know, I'm making all these chocolate orange covers, or chocolate oranges, or mint. There's the mint ones now, and the milk chocolate Terry's, whatever they call them. You can't call them a chocolate orange because it's not a chocolate orange, is it? It's a chocolate. Anyway, so my grandchildren are doing some fundraising, and they're going to sell these. And my daughter's done market research to find out what people in her area would pay for these. And now she's getting some orders in for me so I can knit them, and we can do those. So there's a mouse. He hasn't got his eyes on yet, but he will have soon. And there is a little panda I did. This one was Knit Click. Knit Click is the name of the people who did the pattern on that one. He should have legs on, but I think he looks fine with just arms, don't you? I don't know. Maybe I'll put legs on him. And here's a panda. This one is Tea Cozy Folk. That was the people who made that. I like to give them credit because, you know, if I'm using their patterns. Oh no, this one got away. It fell out. Hang on. Let me put it back in. I think this one is a bit loose. It doesn't matter. Look. So nice little toadstool. I'm running out of space to put them. And a bumblebee. Again, these are all cozies. Whoops. And then in the bottom of the bag. So these are not all B&M things, of course, but I'm using the bag. So Sam's saying, I can't wait to see George Michael and Taylor Swift and Shirley Bassey, Bruno Mars, Whitney Houston, Freddie from Queen on Strictly. Yes, so next week, Strictly is all about icons, and those are the people that are the icons. Oh my gosh, my favourite, chocolate milk and bumblebees. Oh, well. She likes the chocolate milk and the bumblebee. Did I put the chocolate? Yes. Oh no, that the bumblebee's got a mint one in. I'll have to switch it over, and then, you know, we'll have to see about that, won't we? I've got to go on a mission in a minute, but just so the bag is almost empty now. Let's move the bag out the way so I can get out the room. Oh, hang on. And also, I have been knitting scrubbies. And these are, you know, I'm going to be giving these to my family to do their washing up because they're such a good deal. Hi, Jill. They are such a good deal. So look, all these little scrubbies I've been knitting. And my lovely friend, hi, Steve. Pad window cleaner Steve is in the house. Hello. So I've been making those, and then I'm running out of this wool, this particular wool. You'll buy that one and give the money to Tasha for the children's fundraising. Okie dokie. Thank you, Tracy. And then I had to get some more wool. That's Steve is saying that's me. Look, let me put that up on screen. Look, he's saying that's me. Oh, I've got the wrong screen on up there. I need to watch it over here. Oh yeah, no, I can see that. Ah, yes, there we go. Oh, we've got a picture of him there. I can see what he looks like. Excellent. Hello, that's me. Right. So anyway, so I was looking. Hello, beautiful Lynn. I'm so glad I didn't miss you. I stood in line for 2 hours to vote. Oh, right. Oh, it's your voting time. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, welcome here now that you've done your voting. Well done, you. And back here you are. And Steve saying, I love that hat. So do you mean this one? Or do you mean earlier on I had the big witches one on? Oh, I've put all my stuff on top of it. Oh, no. Hang on. I haven't got enough space in here. Maybe you meant this one. This is the hat I had on earlier. Here's one I wore earlier. Look, that's the one I wore earlier. I found in my wardrobe that I had lost, but I found. But because it's a bit uncomfortable, it's a bit floppy and it's coming over my eyes, I'm going to take that one off and I'm going to go back to this one for now. So there we go. That's fab. He loves it. Good. I'm glad you love it. So going back to these, I'm now making these. They're scrubbies, but they don't hurt. You know, it's not hard wool. But it's very good for cleaning the dishes. But also, I make face cloths out of these. And this one, look, it's all sparkly. This one came off Amazon because we were running out of all the other sort of. You should have that hat though, as your Batty. Yes, I'm Batty. Batty as they come. So I think it suits me too, Steve, don't you? So yes, so I've done scrubbies with this nice new sparkly wool, and this came off Amazon, and I was so pleased to find it because other places this sort of wool is missing. My lovely friend has printed the pattern for this because I lost the pattern and then I found it again, and she's printed it now, so I've got it on a, instead of on a little tiny ball band of wool, I've got it on a big A4 piece of paper. So, but I should know how to make those now because I've made enough of them. So there we go. So those are some of the makes from this week. Now I just want you to talk amongst yourselves because I've got to go and get something, then I'll be back. But no infighting, all right, just have a little chat. But also, if any of you want to know, you know, I'm going to go on some more about tell you some more about the top cashback. But you've got the link there. But you know, making your money go further. Those of you here in the UK, can't do it for the others, but I can do it in the UK. Hang on a minute, folks. All right, I might be a minute or two. I've got to go and get something. So talk amongst yourselves. I will be back. I will be back. I'm coming back in a minute. Just want to get something. I won't be long. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can get it. Wait a minute. Just a minute, folks. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I am coming back. I'm coming back. Whoops. I'm coming, folks, I'm coming. Oh dear. This wasn't a very good idea, folks. But I will be back. I'm just getting something else. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh. Not a very good idea. Oh. I'm coming. Well, sorry, folks. Right. It's great to be back. As Scott of the Antarctic once said, I may be sometime. I was sometime, and I didn't get everything I wanted to get, unfortunately. But I'm going to change my hat again. And you'll see why in just a minute. So let's take this off because we have a birthday girl in the house, but I can't find my birthday glasses. I went to the bedroom to get this stuff, but of course, because I haven't finished tidying the bedroom and because I was in the middle of sorting it, I've got boxes in the doorway and I had to move the boxes to get the hat, and I don't know where I've put the box with all the glasses in. They're under a pile of clothes at the minute, so apologies for that. But Tracy is having a birthday this week, so I think we need to sing happy birthday to Tracy. Don't you? Who will join me? You sing at home. So this is my birthday hat. I do have birthday glasses. I can't find where they are because I've got all this stuff piled on my bed that I was sorting out, and I thought you didn't want me to be gone forever, so I decided to come back. I'm looking at the clock up there and it's telling me it's 10:30. It's actually not 10:30, it's 9:30, and I got to put that clock back. That's an analog clock, and there's an analog clock in the other room, and when my friend comes over I want him to change the clocks because I can't reach them. And they're going to throw me off. They're going to completely confuse me. because of course we put the hour back. So anyway, don't worry about it. Oh, that was a scrubby I started doing with just all the ends, but that was a rather big scrubby, and it was all the ends of the balls of wool, but I made it rather large by mistake. But never mind, it can be a rather large scrubby. So we go. Oh, that's right. We're going to sing Happy Birthday. Wait a minute, I got confused, didn't I? So Tracy, are you there? Hang on. Wait a minute. Let's take that comment off. Oh, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tracy, for the 31st. Happy birthday to you. And that's lovely. Look, Jill's been singing happy birthday. Steve has been singing happy birthday to you. That is lovely. Thank you, folks, for joining in. That's really kind of you. And so, Tracy, are you working on your birthday? Are you working on your birthday, or can I meet up with you for coffee? What do you reckon? Let me know. I'll come down to East Cowes if you're going to be around. Oh, look, Heather saying happy birthday, Tracy, and many more. And also on the same day as Tracy's birthday. That's how I remembered it. That's all right. Tracy's saying thank you all. Excellent. And I remembered when Tracy told me last week that it was her birthday, I then remembered it now because she reminded me it's the same day as my grandson's birthday. It's Halloween birthday. Oh, so really? So what I should have done was do a Halloween birthday like this. There we go. Look, Halloween birthday. And Kath saying, happy birthday, Tracy. Hope it's fun. And Kath saying, that big scrubby is very handy. And I know Kath wants to make some scrubbies, don't you, Kath? So we get to... Right, so Tracy's saying no, she's not working, but she's being taken out for lunch. So are you free at all in the day? What about coffee? What about coffee on Thursday, Tracy? Let me know. And Vivian's saying happy birthday, Tracy. Right, okay, Tracy's gonna send me a PM. We'll arrange something because I'd love to come down and see you, Tracy. That would be great. Okay, so let's see what we can arrange, and if not, we'll have to arrange a non-birthday day and have some coffee. But I thought you might have a day off. Anyway, when I was showing you the chocolate covers that I've been making, I forgot I left one in the other room, and when I went to my bedroom to get those things, I suddenly remembered that I needed to go to the lounge to get this. So this might be a bit of a clue. I don't know. Can you recognize what this might be? It's going to be a chocolate orange cover. So there are two of those. Right, I've got so much stuff balanced on my table now, it's all going to fall on the floor. Right, okay. And I think this might give it away. I think this might give it away. Might that give it away as to what I'm making? It might give it away. This will definitely give it away. So if I did this and that, somebody might guess. Guess what? So somebody's got to guess. Come on, guess what am I making? And then maybe this. That's one of the arms. Guess what I'm making? Bertie, Jill, you're right. Look, is he starting to look anything like this? So there's a Bertie chocolate orange cover. Bertie Bassett, absolutely. You're all guessing Bertie Bassett. Here he is, one of my favourite characters. Reminds me of my daddy. So yes, look, Steve's saying Bertie, Tracy's saying Bertie, Jill's saying Bertie. Well done, everybody. You know, you're not wrong. So that's good. Well done. So you can see I've had a lot of fun. A baby Bertie, absolutely. It is a baby Bertie, but it's a chocolate orange cover, Heather. Not a chocolate orange because it's got a chocolate in there, the milk chocolate. What do we call them? I've always called them chocolate oranges, but what can you can't call it a chocolate orange if it's not an orange, can you? It's a chocolate blue, but I think they meant it tastes like orange. There we are, Bertie Junior. Absolutely, I've got more than one Bertie Junior. I'll have to bring other Berties in. We'll have I don't know whether there's a National Bertie Bassett Day. We could have a look and see. Maybe somebody could look that up for me. Anyway, I forgot to tell you about something else, a bargain for B&M. So as you know, I'm always banging on about top cashback and getting your top cashback. And I have put the links to the top cashback site on Facebook, on the Facebook thread and on the YouTube thread. Because I keep getting money back on things I'm buying. And why wouldn't I share that and tell all of you? So earlier in the week, I did a Morrison's shop. Chocolate milk, chocolate mint, and chocolate orange. Oh, that's what they call them. Chocolate milk, chocolate mint, and chocolate orange. Okay. Thank you, Tracy, for setting me right on that. So earlier in the week, I did a Morrison's shop. And I don't know if I told anybody. No, I don't know if I told you about this. I certainly didn't on Sunday night because I didn't do the shop till after Sunday, did I? So I had a voucher. Let me think. I had a Morrison's voucher. And it was, or did I do that? Maybe I did do the order. I can't remember when I did the order. But so I might have done it before Sunday. So I had if you did a £70 shop, you got £12 off if you used top cashback. So to me, that was a pretty good bargain. And while I was doing it, I bought some Persil because this was £6, all right? I like the non-bio because I have skin allergies, so I like all the non-bio stuff. So I bought this at £6, and I thought that was good. Well, bearing in mind I'd got I'd got money or cash back off it, so I think I did an order. That's right. I got £8 cash back off my £70 order that had £12 taken off it. Does that make sense? Can you work all that out? So £70. If you did a £70 order, you got £12 off. I did a bit more than that, actually. I did a bit more, and I think 80 something I did. I got £12 off, and this was a bargain at £6. That's what I thought. Anyway, don't pay more than that for that. When I was in B&M on Friday, bearing in mind I bought my card with 11% discount, I saw this Fairy, and Fairy is another one good for my skin. Now look at this. Look at this. This one says 53 washes. This one says 80 washes. I know they're different makes, so I don't know how they compare. But how much do you think I paid for this in B&M? Let's see whether you can guess. So this one was £6 minus whatever the percentage was on the Morrison's card. I've forgotten what the percent was on the Morrison's card, plus the £12 that came off anyway. Oh gosh, I'm going to have enough clean clothes for so long now. And this was in B&M, and I bought this because I couldn't resist it. No, Steve, not quite £2. The Plaza Isis, no, definitely not $9.99. No, Tracy, lower, down, up from Steve, but down from Tracy and the Plaza. Hello, the Plaza Isis coming in. Is that Des or is that Gaz? Lovely people who do mobile ice cream. The Plaza Isis here on the Isle of Wight. Wonderful people. So they're saying, Steve's saying, he doesn't know. So hang on. Right. So Kath saying £3. No, up, Kath. Heather saying $5.99. Down. It's between £3 and $5.99. Steve's saying £5. No, down. And the Plaza says, gee, just strolling. Oh, that's fine. It's Gaz come in there. He's just strolling along on social media. £4. No, up a bit. I'll tell you. I'll put you out of your misery. £4.95. Kath's pretty. So okay. So what's £4.95 less 11%? Because of course, no, down, Tracy. So 11% off of £4.95. So can somebody do the math? Well, 10% would be 49 or 50p, wouldn't it? So it must come out about £4.50. Sold to the lady that said £4.95 in the batty hat. The batty hat, look, the bats have come down here. That's an amazing price. I couldn't resist it because I was having a lift home. It's fun. It's very heavy, but now I don't need to buy any washing powder for a long time. Washing liquid for a long time. I'm going to take the birthday hat off and put my... Gosh, let's put these back on again. I'm having my hair cut on Wednesday, thank goodness. Look, getting a bit like a... My hairdresser is coming to me. Bangs auction. Oh, yes, I need an auction hammer, don't I? A gavel. They call it a gavel, don't they? I do watch Homes Under the Hammer, and I watch Bargain Hunt here in the daytime on TV. So anyway, so those of you here in the UK, what I'm trying to tell you is if you don't have a top cashback account, you need one. You need one because all these bargains, you know, I mean, that's a bargain at £4.95. But if you think I then got another 11% off of the £4.95, you know, that's a bargain on a bargain. And you know, I'm like the bargain queen. So there we go. And in other news, I got a freebie. Let me show you my freebie. Look. Slimming World Christmas Cracker Book. And this is all sorts of food that I can have from Christmas, nice Christmas recipes and things, and I can have. They fit in with the Slimming World, so they will still go with my routine of not putting weight on. This week when I got weighed, I had lost 3 pounds. So if you remember, I lost 6 pounds and then I put some back on. 2 weeks in a row I put some back on. And then last week, what happened last week? No, then this week. So yes, so I put some on. I lost 6 pounds. Then I lost 2 pounds. And then unfortunately I put some back on the next 2 weeks. But now I've lost 3 pounds again. So that's good. I did a bit of a yo-yo and I'm not quite sure why, but never mind. I've still lost £2.13. So 1 more pound this week and I'll be back to the 3 stone. Sometimes it yo-yos. Sometimes I think I forget to write down if I've had something, and that might be where it yo-yos. But I'm still happy and I'm still feeling very well and comfortable. But I got this book free. Their books are £4.95, so they're not expensive. And the consultant was telling me they don't make any money on these. They just do it as a goodie for people. You know, they just do it at cost for Slimming World members. And I love these recipes. I've got most of the books. I can get all of these on the app, but there's nothing nicer than sitting with a, you know, looking at all these lovely pictures as a picture book. Look, mushroom soup deluxe. I do love mushrooms. That's mushroom soup deluxe. Roasted squash and feta dip. Oh, some lovely things in here. Let me tell you. Shiny. Those are all that's in the starters section. Cider chicken casserole, garlic and thyme turkey crown, wham bam thank you ham, some lovely lamb and apricot tangini, individual beef wellingtons, Christmas spaghetti bolognese, oh my goodness, braised steak with mushrooms in cranberry gravy. There's some really nice things. Turkey bacon and leek pie, pea and ham soup, turkey divan. Turkey divan. Right, okay. The American style dish named after the New York hotel it was invented in, not the comfy beds. Okay. Hello, Andrew. Andrew just coming in on Facebook. Just talking about my Slimming World recipe book. Have you got this one, Andrew? Because I know Andrew does Slimming World, don't you, Andrew? So I got this. You can buy this at £4.95, or if you do a countdown, you get it free. So you can pay for 6 lessons up front, or you can pay for 12 lessons up front. And if you did that at the right time, you would get a free book. If you're already on a countdown and you haven't got to the end of your countdown, you could still do it within the time, because you could book another countdown, and that would just add on to all the weeks that you've got. Not this book yet. You may pick it up. Excellent. Susie Briscoe has joined the Go Live Granny community. Yes, that's right. Andrew is saying that he has introduced Susie Briscoe to the Go Live Granny community. So if any of you are not in the Go Live Granny community, the group, go and look it up. Andrew, I was going to say, can you drop the link in? But it will drop on Facebook. It won't drop on you. Oh yes, can you drop the link in? If you put it on there, it will. If I put it on mine, I don't know if it will. Heather prefers real books in hand instead of online. Yeah. So what I do, Heather, is I sit in my chair and I look up the recipes I want to make, and then I leave the book by my chair. And I go on the app to go in the kitchen so that I don't get my books messed up. When I say the kitchen's still part of the same room. But when I move over to the kitchen area, I don't get them messy. Thank you. Andrew's dropped the link in there for any of you if you want to join the Facebook group. So there we go. But yeah, oh, look at this. Oh, this is the one on the front. Look, Christmas tree pavlova. Look at that. And the first time I did Slimming World was way back in 2015-16, when my daughter was getting married in January 2016. And in September 2015, a friend had picked up, she'd had a Slimming World thing through her door. And we were slimming and swimming friends. We met at a swimming pool where I lived on one of these holiday complexes. And I was in the swimming pool and I met this lady. And we became friends, and then we became slimming friends, because we went to Slimming World together. And I lost 3.5 stone. I went right through Christmas without wavering, because I so wanted to be skinny in the pictures, so that I didn't spoil my daughter's wedding photographs. That book's delish, Pavlova Bliss, absolutely. I'll make it and I'll tell you. So there are 4 sins per serving in this. It's got, yes, so it's, I mean, I don't mind giving up 4 sins for something like that. Normally I wouldn't. This week I've been having, so in Slimming World, there's a lot of food that's free, and you can have as much of the free food as you like with no sins. Sins is what they call, the bits you have to count. And I'm allowed up to 15 sins. And a cherries chocolate orange segment is 2 sins. So I have been having some of those, whereas once upon a time I would have eaten a whole chocolate orange in one go. I don't do that, but I still can have it. So Andrew's saying he met one of his best pals via Slimming World. And Steve noticed that his thing rhymes. Wow, that looks delish. Pavlova Bliss. It does. It's rhyming, isn't it? What else have we got? Crinkle cookies. What's this? Eggnog mousse. There's some recipes in here I won't make for me, because they have flour, ordinary flour, and I don't have flour because of my skin allergies. So this is chocolate mint gâteau. Look, there we go. Reindeer yogurt bark. Look, really lovely recipes. Apple crumble trifle. Look. So an amazing book, just lovely. 75 plus fantastic festive recipes. So what I do is I decide what I want to cook, and then I look in this book to decide, and then in the kitchen I take my phone into the kitchen area, and I pull the recipe up on the Slimming World app, so that I don't spoil my book. And your friend Jean says, hiya Sam from home. Okay, lovely. That's nice. So I must just have another little swig of my drink. There we go. So it's been a busy week for me. You can see that I've been busy making and doing things. On this coming, last Friday, so the previous Friday in the hub, we did Halloween. This week we did poppies, and I didn't want to just make paper poppies. I wanted something a little more exciting. I don't know. I think it might be a psychological thing. I've made so many poppies in my past. And oh, actually, hold on, folks. Hold that thought. I'll be back. I have sort of something else I want to show you because I mentioned poppies. Poor Bertie's on the floor in the way. I better not stand on him, had I? Right. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be back. I will be back very soon. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, no. I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, no, oh, no. Oh, dear. This was a silly idea. I'm back. I'm coming back. It was a mention of the word poppies, and then I forgot that my bedroom is in a total mess. I can't go to bed yet because I've now turned out all the boxes and things. So what I went back for, because I'm talking poppies now, whilst I was sorting out my wardrobe, I found my poppy hat. I knew I'd made this. You love my bats. Louise loves my bats. Thank you, Louise. So wait a minute. Hang on. So Sam's saying that his friend Jean will be off to church on Tuesday and Friday. Andrew's saying Vinted is selling second-hand Slimming World books for £1, including the previous Christmas book for £1 plus postage. Well, Andrew, I've got the previous book, and I was so lucky because I was at my daughter's and she wanted I saw the Slimming World book, and she said she was going to buy me a Slimming World book, I think. And I said, oh, I like the Christmas one. This was an old Christmas one. And she said, well, take it home and then I'll go and buy it again. And of course, then she couldn't buy it again because it wasn't being printed anymore. But then, of course, they've got the new one. So I think I might have to maybe buy her the new one. I don't know if she's bought it or if she's done her countdown or not. So look, I have scarves with poppies on. This is just one of my poppy scarves. Look, and I made this poppy hat. And, you know, for previous broadcasts, because, of course, we're coming up to Remembrance Day in the UK. Here we celebrate Remembrance Day on the 11th of November. So that's coming close. And I've always made a lot of poppies for any of the things. And a few years ago, Heath, who used to run the Aspire charity, he's now moved on from that, but he used to run the Aspire charity, and he said, oh, Lynn, he said, do you think your community will make some poppies? And they wanted to put a big netting up outside one of the big churches locally, and they wanted poppies on the netting. And I said, how many do you want? And he said, can't remember how many he said. Oh, I think he said 1,000. I said, I think you need a lot more than 1,000 because, you know, he obviously didn't know about how big they'd come out. And I thought 1,000 poppies are going to get lost against the wall of this huge house, this huge church. Anyway, long story short, I and my community made loads of poppies. I did, and other people did. And then it was 2 years ago, November. It was about this time. We were into November. Vivian's saying I make the cutest things. Thank you. Heather's saying that's beautiful. Steve's saying that's pretty. I think you mean the hat. I'm all set with my poppies. I am now all set with my poppies. And do you know what? I've made this hat and I thought, where's my poppy hat? Whatever did I do with that? And I wondered whether I had taken all the poppies off and used them or something. But when I was tidying up for the wardrobes, I found it. So there we go. Here it was. And then of course, when I went there just now, when I went in the bedroom before, I'd moved some stuff to get the happy birthday hat. And then, of course, I'd buried the poppy hat. But I found it again. So anyway, so going back 2 years, we'd made all these poppies and they needed putting onto the net. And the church people, they supplied the netting and they supplied lots of cable ties. So we were in the church, you know, putting these. And I can remember that was when I was incubating pneumonia. It was a cold church. I was in the cold building. It was in the church, yeah, in the part of the church. It was cold. I was coughing, you know, I was really coughing badly, not realizing how ill I was when I was putting lots of those poppies onto the netting. And, you know, this year I didn't want to do much. So for the crafting, I didn't actually want to make much in the poppy line. I did something else. I did something nice with them. And I wonder whether psychologically, because that's when I was incubating pneumonia and I was so poorly just after that, that maybe that's put me off wanting to make just you know, or knitting. But I didn't want to knit poppies this year either. So I think that's a psychological thing. But when Jan asked me to make poppies, I thought, well, if she wants poppies ready for, you know, to just as a theme towards, you know, craft stuff we can do. What I did find was I found this paper pad, and hang on, your local supermarket was selling poppy badges with various designs, including dogs, cats, local football team, and traditional paper poppies. They looked really busy. Excellent. It was Poppy Scotland with a stall in the Asda foyer today. Excellent. So that's nice. So, and of course, here in the UK, we do have our 2-minute silence. So I don't know. I think the churches celebrate Remembrance Day the nearest Sunday to the 11th. And then on the 11th itself, we usually have across the country 2-minute silence. People will stand still and respect the 2-minute silence. Lots of places do it. And so, you know, we all wear those. We wear poppies. We buy the paper poppies. And, you know, that's all in remembrance of those who lost their lives in wartime. So anyway, I found this paper pad and I'd totally forgotten. But because I'd been tidying up my craft room, I found it. And basically, look, let me show you. I've got a paper. So look at this. So they are all numbered. So this one is number 1. So this is what they call decoupage. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. And what you do, you cut all these. Now, I fussy cutted some of these. Fussy cutting means just cutting it round with scissors. Okay. And what you do is, I can't find the one that I did. It's in the bag somewhere, but it's small. That's why I can't find it. It's got caught in with all the other bits. So what you do is you start with this one. And then this number 2, you cut that out and you put foam pads on here and raise this above that, so it's got dimension. And then the next one you do it so they raise up. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So they all lie on top of each other, but it's getting smaller, you know, different bits of it, and it gives you a dimensional card or a gift card or whatever. And I took these along. Some people like to do their own crafts when they're there. One lady was knitting. Sam and her mum were doing some crochet. And then there was one lady there who'd come last week, and she'd made, oh, it wasn't this one, it was the cat. That's a little gift box. I made the cat with her. She'd not done any crafting before. And there were 2 neighbours, 2 ladies who live in the same complex, like my sort of age. And this particular lady that I was working with on Friday, she was really nervous and anxious. And I've been a primary school teacher and a nursery school teacher, so I've always nurtured the person I was teaching. So, you know, if they're anxious, find a way that works so that they're successful. And so it's no different with this lady. I gave these to them, or they didn't choose the pumpkin, they chose the cats. And it was so simple that she couldn't fail to make a nice one. You know, that's what you do. You actually find something that everybody can do, especially when they're only starting out. And so last week she was thrilled to bits. So she came back again this week. And I did this with her. Now I'd found this and fussy cut it and tested it out the night before. And then I found some dies that, you know, the metal things that you put in the cutter, and they matched. I didn't realise I'd got the dies that matched. So having fussy cut the first ones, I'd actually got the dies that actually went round, so you could put this in the machine with the cutters and they cut them out. So I took this along and I showed the lady this, and I've got a die cutter for the cutting this. This was just a piece of card originally, and I put it through my die cutter with a shape like this and cut that out. Now I had this in black, and the lady I had it different colours and things, and the lady chose the black one. So let's take the silver one. She chose a black one, and that's right. The card was black, and then we cut a piece of red out here, and then we built up the poppies. There is a picture of it on my Facebook page. So we built up the poppies and we put it on a black piece that went on a red piece on the black, and it looked wonderful. And you know what? I watched this lady. It gave me a warm fuzzy feeling, because I watched this lady. She blossomed. I would say she blossomed like a poppy or like a rose. You know, it was like this to start with, and as the morning wore on and she cut the next bit and the next bit, she was like a rose blossoming. And there's a picture of her on my Facebook of to do with Friday. I think I did a reel, and you can see her, and she absolutely blossomed. Now, to me, that was a successful morning. Even if only one person did it, if I'd helped one person, that gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling. Good morning, Ailey. Ailey's saying good morning. It is 11 a.m. No, Ailey, it's not. It's night time. It's night time, and it's 10 o'clock. Isn't it? Yes, it's night time. It's saying 11 o'clock on my clock up there, but it's night time. And it's 11 o'clock, Ailey. I think have you been asleep? I forgot. I do that. I wake up sometimes and think, is it day or is it night? But it's actually 10 o'clock, just after 10 o'clock on Sunday evening, Ailey. But welcome to join us. It's wonderful. Andrew is saying that when I was talking about feeling ill, being ill with doing the poppies, he said that reminds me of the time I felt ill and ended up in hospital. I have not eaten a certain meal I felt ill with that night since. Absolutely. Oh, poor Ailey's lost track of time. Never mind, Ailey. It doesn't matter. You're here now, and that's what counts. But I just didn't want you to think it was daytime when it's nighttime. So there we go. So I was thrilled to bits to see that lady. She absolutely loved it. Now, next week, I've forgotten what we're doing. I think just next week, we're just doing general crafts, making things. I love to make little boxes and things. So we're going to be selling we've got a craft fair coming up to sell things. So there's a little box that's just been made. Just a piece of card. That's all it is. And these are little gift boxes. Can you see that's a little gift box? It's a bit difficult to show you on there. But I have got so many cutters that will cut so many different things, different shaped boxes, all sorts of lovely boxes. And then I've got things like this. So when I make greetings cards, sometimes I make an envelope. Thank you, Ailey. She's loving my poppies. I make things like this. So this is a stencil. And I don't know if you can see the shape of it. Don't look at them. Don't ignore the middle bit from now. But the rest is to make an envelope. So this is a template. This is from my template library. And if I wanted to make an envelope, I would put this on. This will go on a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I would draw some of these are the outside bits. You draw around the outside. And they're cutting lines, and then some of them are fold lines. So these are fold lines. Can you see that those bits will fold in to make the envelope? The card will sit in there, and those bits fold in to make the envelope. So this would make an envelope for a 5 by 7 card. Okay, and this one would make an envelope. So the outside one would make an envelope for 6x6 birthday card or greetings card, and the little one in the middle would make an envelope for a 3x3 card. So yes, so these are very, I've got a whole, if you look there, you see all those things with the coloured spines. That's a whole template library. So it's all things like this: envelopes, gift boxes, greetings card, different shaped greetings cards and things. So that's a wonderful way of doing it if you didn't have a die cutter. I have a die cutter as well, but I just have the different things. And these, they peel out. They. Whoops, hang on. So this is the book, all right, and then you open it up, and these peel out. They're on one of these spine things, and so they peel out. So these will then clip back in. Vivian's saying it's 6 p.m. in her part of the world and watching Last of the Summer Wine. Love your British comedies. Absolutely. British comedies, there's something else, aren't they? So and this came out of the smaller book, which has all the instructions in it. So they did instructions on a paper like this, but they also did video tutorials. So whichever way you learn, I'm more of an audio learner, so I prefer watching the videos rather than reading the instructions. So you know, they do it all which way, so it makes it good. Right, let's pop that back up here. I've tried to organise my craft room so that I've got things all around me that I actually use, so I can reach them all now, and that's how I've tried to organise it, because I had so much craft stuff I wasn't using, and now I'm trying to use it. I'll have to put that back in a while. Let me just have another little swig of my drink. So Ailey's saying she had a belter of a time in Blackpool. Well, that's nice. No wonder you're tired. Then you've lost track of time, but glad you had a nice time. Andrew's saying, have you seen Scottish comedy Still Game? It's about OAPs in a housing scheme in Glasgow, Scotland. It's very fun. No, I haven't, Andrew. Send me a link if you've got one. So that's good. So where have we got up to? So lots and lots of things going on. Lots. So I watched Strictly tonight. Who watched Strictly Results? And if you watched the Strictly Results, did you agree with the result? I don't know if anybody's on here who hasn't seen the results yet, who doesn't want to know. So I won't say who went out, but if you watched it, did you agree? I did agree. I agreed with the judges tonight. The person that went out tonight worked very hard, like they all have, but you know, it's just somebody's got to go. And I think I love it as a show. It was Halloween week. Vivian's saying she hasn't, but she would love to watch it. So so Tracy's saying yes, she agreed with the Strictly results. And looking forward now, next week, of course, I've already mentioned they're going to be icons next week, different icons. This week it was Halloween. What did you think of the costumes? Any of you watching it? They were amazing. Amazing costumes, amazing makeup, always. I just love it. I'm in my element. And I decided it's worth every penny of my TV license. So Ailey was saying that, oh, wait a minute, hang on. Let's go back. Kath agreed with the Strictly result. Yep, excellent. Andrew saying, not seen this show in years. My gran watches it every year. Ailey saying, I was dreaming I was in Blackpool. It's Andrew McVie that's going to Blackpool with his friend. Oh, you were dreaming you were in at Blackpool, but Andrew's actually the one who's going. Sorry. Got confused. I thought that, oh, you said you had a belter of a time, but you actually were dreaming of being in Blackpool. There we go. Oh, well, never mind. So what sort of week has everybody got coming up? This week, I've got Tracy's saying it's getting harder now to pick between them. Felt sorry for Amy as she couldn't be there tonight. Bless her. Yes, and did you know, Tracy, she was whisked off to hospital. So let's hope that she's okay. Obviously, she'd be very upset that she wasn't there, but, you know, very pleased that her partner was there to hear that they had got through. So that's amazing. So this week I have got to do my grandson's birthday card. What else? I've got having my hair cut on Wednesday. Oh, such a busy week, you know, such a busy lady. Hopefully, Tracy, I'll catch up with you this week for your birthday. Oh, Andrew sent Vivian a link for Still Game episode 1. Thank you. Well done. I love to see my community connecting with each other. It's just so nice. So nice. And I do believe that you've just sent me a link. I saw a messenger come in. So I'm presuming that's you sending me a link, Andrew. Maybe not. It might be somebody else sending me a message, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, who's looking forward to Christmas? Who thinks it's, you know, too soon to do anything for Christmas yet? I don't think so. I think, you know, the Christmas will be here in a blink. Yes, Kath is worried about Amy from Strictly. It did say that she was feeling, I saw something on the social media that said she was feeling better. So let's hope that, you know, whatever they've done, they've, you know, that's good. That, you know, that they are looking after her. Tracy's saying costumes are fantastic. I take my hat off. To the makeup and wardrobe department. They always work so hard. Still want Chris and Diane to win. Yes, I think they were absolutely thrilled that they got through. I don't think they thought they were going to get through because they were at the bottom of the leaderboard, weren't they? Any Halloween jokes? Anybody got Halloween jokes? I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Let's see. So Steve is still a big kid at 58. Hang on. He can't wait for Christmas. I think the wardrobe department are amazing. I made some simple costumes for my daughter's dance show, and I know what goes into even those. So, you know, it's amazing. So, right, let's have a look. I have some jokes for you. Let's have a look. Wait a minute. Today, Andrew picked up his first 2 Christmas items: an Xmas Christmas Shrek T-shirt in Asda and a small hanging 3D penguin in B&M. Well, I showed you my Christmas things, didn't I? But I don't think everybody was in here. Let's find my Christmas things again. Here they are. As we are talking Christmas, let's go into Christmas mode again. Let's get rid of the poppies and let's get the ho ho ho, because I can. Put on the glasses, then I can't read the jokes that are on the screen. Dear oh dear. Wait a minute. Andrew's saying, why don't vampires eat cows? They don't like steaks. Ha 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 ha. Kath is saying her favourite dance last night was the Argentine tango Sarah Hadland. Oh, yes. And Sarah Hadland, of course, is a great friend of Miranda Hart. For those of you who might not know, Miranda Hart is she's a very funny lady here in the UK, had her own programme. But what I didn't know is she's had 10 years of ill health, and she's just released a book which I got on Audible, and I was listening to that. And she's a great friend of Sarah, who's on Strictly, and she's been doing funny videos, encouraging and telling. Oh, I know, she did one with Janet Manrara. Janet is one of the Jeanette Manrara. She is has been one of the celebrities, and now hosts a Strictly 2. It takes 2 broadcasts, and Miranda was trying to teach Jeanette the moves. So excellent. What did the skeleton order in the restaurant? What did the skeleton order in the restaurant? I have no idea. There is a hanging thing in front of your glasses in case it's not supposed to be there. Oh, it's not supposed to be there. You're quite right. It's a little bit of wool. A little bit of wool. What a surprise. There we go. Look, now there's no little bits of wool on my glasses. So we need to know, what did the skeleton say? 8 weeks to go. How many sleeps is that? That's a lot of sleeps, or not enough sleeps, maybe. Right, so we wait for the answer. Right, let's go back again. Tracy said, what did the skeleton order in the restaurant? Spare ribs. I like it. I like it. Well done. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you in. We're doing Halloween jokes. We're doing Christmas stuff. We're talking Strictly. We've been doing all sorts of things. Ailey's saying, why did the skeleton not go to the ball? Because he had nobody to go with. I love it. I love it. I was trying to think of that one. I remembered the punchline, but I couldn't think of what the question was, especially while I'm doing this. Kath put T-bone steak. So, yeah. Right. So that was an answer. Andrew's saying, Asda has a 2 Christmas chocolate box deal for £5 per person via Asda Rewards. It was such a good deal, it crashed the app. I managed to get it today. Oh dear, no crashing the app. We don't want the app to crash. And we've been on here 2 hours. Excellent. Right, so Andrew, thank you, Andrew. I've seen that you've sent me the link. That's great. Thank you very much. What do ghosts eat for dessert? Blueberry pie. I like it. I like it. I had some jokes here. Let's see if I can find something. Let's take. Why didn't the mum let a little witch go trick or treating with her friends? Anybody get the answer to that one? Let's say it again. Why didn't the mum let the little witch go trick or treating with her friends? Any answers on that one? And what is white, black, and dead all over? And a third one, and then I'll have to go over them. When do zombies finish trick or treating? Okay. Steve's saying no answer. Right, let's go. So why didn't the mum let the little witch go trick or treating with her friends? She was expelled from school, as in spells, witches, witches spells. Kath managed to get tickets for Anna Lapwood next year at the RAH London. It said out in 3 days, so we're chuffed. Okay, but now, do I know who Anna Lapwood is? I should know, obviously, but I don't know. RAH, what's RAH? Right, okay, hang on. Steve saying, ha ha, I think he liked the joke. Andrew saying, did you hear about the witch that parked illegally? Her car got towed, as in toad and frogs and toads. Very funny, Andrew. What is red and white and red all over? Says Ailey. Don't know that one. So I'm going to go back to what is white, black, and dead all over? A zombie trick or treating in a tuxedo? Oh, Tracy's putting Royal Albert Hall. Yes, RHA. I should have known that one, shouldn't I? Everyone should know she is a fantastic organist. Thank you. I didn't know that. Sorry about that. And Steve saying, ooh. I don't know if that was an answer to one of the questions, was it? How do vampires get to Transylvania? By Scareways Airlines. I like it. And Kath's got a seat right near the organ. Excellent. Well, that'll be something to look forward to, won't it, Kath? That's really good. Chris, who's dancing on Strictly. I've forgotten his surname. I should know it. Chris, who's the blind gentleman dancing with Diane. He's got a gig here in Shanklin on the Isle of Wight next year. And guess what? It's been a sellout. I can't imagine why it was a sellout. Could it be because he's suddenly become very famous on Strictly? I expect so. Did you hear about the witch party league? Oh, we've had that one. Sorry. What is red and white and red all over? I don't know. Everyone. Oh, hang on. I'm going over the same comments again. Oh, wait a minute. Steve can't think of any jokes. I'm not thinking of them, Steve. I Googled them. I got them on the screen in front of me. Macclesland. Thank you, Tracy. That's Chris's surname. What goes up a hill and down a hill but never moves? A road. Up a hill and down. Yeah, but okay. Thank you. Or Tracy's saying, or something like that. The surname. Absolutely. Oh dear, oh dear. What fun we are having, Babu. Has Ailey told us what the skeleton ordered yet? No, it wasn't Ailey, was it? The skeleton, what's... I think it was it Ailey? No, I think it was somebody else who said what the skeleton ordered. Hang on. Because Kath said T-bone steak. Wait a minute. Hang on. Tracy said spare ribs. Oh, it was Tracy. Tracy said, what did the skeleton order in the restaurant? And then she put spare ribs. You were close. I like your answer too, Kath. I think that's brilliant. I think that's a really good answer as well. T-bone steak. What do you think? Folks, what do you think? Let's go back down. Scrolling again. It was, yes, Tracy's saying it was her. He ordered spare ribs. And Elizabeth, how are you doing, Elizabeth? Nice to see you. Kath didn't realise. Never mind. It's because the comments scroll too fast sometimes, isn't it? You can't always keep up with everything. What's this? The blind guy Chris from Strictly was in a kids' TV show in the 2000s called Me Too. He played a fruit and vegetable holder, and it was the city version of Balamori. Oh, right, okay. Funnily enough, just before Strictly, I'd just come across him just before he was announced on Strictly. But he is so funny. I watch some of his stuff. You know, so it comes up in the things that they push out on social media, don't they? And I've seen some funny ones. Right, hang on. Let's have a look. Right, so Steve is saying, actually, is it okay to leave class? I'm thinking of watching a scary horror movie that was recommended to me on Netflix before I go to bed. Absolutely, Steve. You know, I don't keep a register, and I don't give late marks or absence marks. I don't give you detention. You come in when you want and you go out when you want. Pretty free and easy here. But are you sure you want to scare yourself before you go to bed? You might give yourself nightmares. But each to their own. It's up to you. So if you need to go, bye, and thanks for attending. What do you call a rabbit with a kilt on? A hopscotch. These are just general jokes now, not necessary. Thanks, Miss. I was a nursery school teacher. I ran my own nursery school, so basically I was a head teacher, wasn't I? So it's okay. See you next week, hopefully. So there we go. If I survive another week, which I think I probably will, hopefully. Don't know where I'm going or what I'm thinking. So let's have a look. What else is going on? Have I got another joke for you? Let's see if I can find another joke. How do ghosts do their makeup before they go out trick-or-treating? Steve says he's been watching horror movies all last week, and yes, they gave me the screaming abdubs. Andrew said, why do spiders spin webs? No one's ever taught them to crochet. I like it. That's very much my style, Andrew. Thank you. Good night, Steve. Good night. So what was that? What did I ask you? I've forgotten. I didn't give you the answer to when do zombies finish trick-or-treating. When they are dead tired. Thanks for the kisses. Why shouldn't an angry witch take her broom trick-or-treating? What is a ghost's favourite dessert, says Kath. What is a ghost's favourite dessert? No, I can't get it. So why do zombies finish when do zombies finish trick-or-treating? When they are dead tired. And why shouldn't an angry witch take her broom trick-or-treating? She might fly off the handle. Dear, oh dear. And how do ghosts do their makeup before they go out trick-or-treating? Oh, Kath's giving the answer. What is a ghost's favourite dessert? Ice cream! Very, very good, Kath. I like it very much, my style. How do ghosts how do ghosts do their makeup before they go out trick-or-treating? They use vanishing cream. So Ailey's saying the young boy next door is going out at Halloween as William Wallace. Okie dokie. What do vampires take to get around on Halloween night? A blood vessel. Oh, Andrew thinks the favourite dessert was blueberry pie. Well, it could be blueberry pie with ice cream on it, couldn't it? There we go. That's even a better joke to put the two together. Why did the skeleton run away? Anyone know that one? How did the skeleton know it was going to rain on Halloween? Right, hang on, let's have a look at this. Tracy's saying your son had an appointment at the fracture clinic on Wednesday for a bad wrist. Got up early on my only day off to go to the hospital for 8:35, only to go into fracture clinic to be told that his appointment got cancelled on the 26th of September. But nobody had bothered to inform him it had been cancelled. Well, that's disgraceful. And I think that needs following up. I think you need to put a complaint in. I don't know who you put it. Oh, the patient's, there's a patient's complaint scheme, isn't there? At the hospital, and I think that's dreadful because, you know, if you've taken time to go there, if they can't be bothered to tell you, then that's dreadful. And I would follow up on that, Tracy. I bet you were jolly annoyed, weren't you? I would have been, and I would have wanted to see somebody and register my disgust while I was there. So let's see. So wait a minute. Let's give you the answers. So did I give you the answer to how to go do their makeup before they go out trick-or-treating? They use a vanishing cream. What did vampires take to get around on Halloween night? A blood vessel. Andrew's saying, what happened to the naughty Granny Square? She got into treble. And anybody who doesn't know, treble is a stitch, a crochet stitch. She got into treble or trouble. Why did the skeleton run away? Because a dog was after his bones. How did the skeleton know it was going to rain on Halloween? He felt it in his bones. And Andrew is saying, what kind of needlework is always angry? Cross stitch. How did the zombie become great at trick-or-treating? Dedication. I like it. Dedication. Tracy's saying, yes, you phoned them and they got back to you within 72 hours. We had both taken time off to go to work to go to the appointment. I phoned Powers in Wednesday and nobody has got back to me yet. That's bad. That's really bad. If you're ringing patient Powers to complain about an issue like that, it's really bad if they haven't got back to you. That's awful. Who raided Peter Pan's yarn stash? Captain Hook. How do knitters get more fibre in their diet? They go to their local yarn shop. Absolutely. Oh, and talking of which, Isle of Wool. Helen, my lovely friend Helen down at Isle of Wool, our local wool shop that, you know, I get my wool from. She has got the most gorgeous chenille wool in. 1,000 balls she got in. It's chenille, so it's that fluffy wool. There's a red and white one, and there's a green, I think a green and red one. And I said, I didn't know she'd got 1,000. I said, I must get an order in quick. And she said, no, it's all right. I've got 1,000 balls, because I knew I wasn't going to get down there. And I didn't want to do it online. I could order £40 worth online and get free postage. Not sure how much I want, but if I wanted, I always want free postage. But why should she have to pay postage when I live in Ryde? So I thought I'd get my, tell her what I want and get there. I haven't decided what I want, but I've got to work out and put an order in that I go and collect. But she's been telling everybody about it, and she got put in Facebook jail. And so we all need to get the word out about her wonderful wool. So if anybody could find the Isle of Wool post about the lovely wool, and share it, that would be fantastic. Can anybody do that for me? Somebody could let me know. Otherwise, I'll try and do it. But it's easier for somebody else to do it while I'm chatting away. So, right, okay. Might be. Let's have a look. Don't know. Is there another joke coming? Wait a minute. Let's have a look. Click and collect sometimes can be great, but a few shops ask for a fee for us to collect in store. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why should you have to pay if you're collecting in store? That's not okay. I wouldn't want to do that. Wouldn't want to pay. When the works had some good offers on, I would place the offer. Now wait a minute. Was I doing it through Top Cash? Yes, the works was with Top Cashback, and so I would do an online order and do click and collect. So I got the cash back, and then I'd go and collect it in the store. So there we go. You know, you got to get your way around these. But any of you who want the bargains, like I'm getting all these wonderful bargains with cashback, Top Cashback, let me know if you want the link. We did put the link in earlier, but you know, I could put it in again. Let's see. Let's put it in again for anybody who wants it. It doesn't cost anything to join Top Cash back, and you can get so many good deals out of it. It's silly not to. So wait a minute, let me just get the link. Yes, it's copied. Right. So let's just let's have a look. Just going on to the YouTube site. I can't see it hasn't come up. Hang on. Just looking. It's loading. It's still loading, that one. Okay, so this is the link for anybody on YouTube, and let's put it on there. So this is what I've done now. I've found the way to hang on. Sorry, I found the way to not get myself confused with, because I'm using my son's. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, hang on. Whoops. Hang on. Whoops. Stop. That's it. Because I'm using my son's StreamYard account, it's more tricky, and so but it's to save on costs, and so I'm using his account, and then I had all these issues, so I decided to just go in only on my phone, and then but I can see the Facebook page and I can see the YouTube page, so I've dropped the links. I'm dropping the links over there for both lots of you if you want to. So if you do sign up for cashback, when you've got to the required amount, and I can't remember what you have to do, there's a certain amount that you have to do before you get your £10 added to your account. So why wouldn't you want to do that if you're buying stuff anyway? I also get a benefit, and I'm sure you don't mind that if you get a benefit. Oh, thank you. Andrew shared the link into the Golivegranny group for the yarn. Thank you, Andrew. That's brilliant. That's wonderful. So yes, so with the Top Cashback, it's silly not to. I mean, Christmas is coming. There's so many deals. There's so many bargains, and Top Cashback are upping the stakes on a lot of things. I do belong to Quidco, but I'm not very impressed with Quidco. I've tried to do things on there that didn't work. Now, Temu, you get cash back on Temu with, Temu is so cheap anyway, but then you get cash back as well. Sometimes the amounts are smaller. And what I found this week or last week, I found that White Link and Red Funnel both are on Top Cashback accounts anyway. So anybody using the ferries to come to the Isle of Wight or go from the Isle of Wight, there is cashback there as well. So why would anybody not want to join? It doesn't cost you anything. That's the thing. And if you want help with it, I could set up a WhatsApp group for anybody who's who's doing Top Cashback. My son and my daughter and I, we have a cashback group, and when any of us spot a really good deal, we share it with each other in case any of us have missed it. And I mean, I was certainly very impressed with the B&M deal this week. So Tesco's now you can get a gift card, so that a Tesco's gift card. So if you're doing in-store shopping with Tesco's, you could get the gift card and go in with it like that. Anyone wanted a Scottish dirty joke? Old joke from the 60s and 70s joke. The coal man. Sorry, Jack the coal man. Dear, oh dear. I remember watching the coal man when we lived in the house I grew up in till I was 15. We used to have the coalman come, and my mum used to stand us near the front window of our playroom, and we had to count the number of bags the coalman bought, because the coalman would come past the front window and down the side to the coal hole where they put all the coal, and they weren't always as honest as they ought to be. So Mum would say order 20 bags of coal. She wanted to make sure that 20 bags of coal came in. So we had to stand and count the bags for them. But the coal men, they were always black on their faces, and they had these hats on with a bit that hang down the back. I suppose that was to stop all the coal dust going down their back. I don't know. Andrew would be up for a top cashback group for deals. Okay, Andrew, I will set one up because you signed up the other day to top cashback. So it's certainly, something that we can share. Ailey used to put soot on her face when she was little. Andrew's used Shein a few times, and you get lots of great items on their group. I've seen some lovely things, but I was always a bit worried about that. Wasn't quite sure about Shein. Ailey loved the coal fire. Excellent. So Andrew, I will set up a top cashback group for you and anybody else. Now Tracy, I know that you used it. You've used it to a degree. It's still there if you want to. Hello Donna, almost missed you live. Hope you're well. I am very well. I have been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Looks like we might be going for a 3-hour one again tonight. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how we go. I might run out of things to say. I might not know what to say. I don't usually. I mean, I've been told I can talk for England, but so anyway, it's going to be a busy time. I've got to make things for. I haven't got to, but I'm making things for the craft fair for Isle Access. I've got personal bits to make, birthday cards and presents and things. Got to organise things that I want to do. I want to do some advent calendars for my family, but I want to do them with things in. So if I'm doing them with things in, I've got to make the advent calendars and get the things to go in them, or make the things to go in them, and the time will just run away. I always have far more orders than ever far more ideas than ever I get time to execute, but it's better that way round than not knowing what to do. Shein is safe to use. You're always worried about Temu, as I've heard some people have had bank accounts hacked and money stolen or small amounts taken out each month. Well, Andrew, I always use my credit card because credit cards are the safest way to pay, and people who have been scammed do get money back. I've not heard of anybody who's been hacked. I've used Temu quite a bit, but I always use my credit card rather than my debit card. Santa has a magic key for people without coal fires. Yes, so I've heard. So I'll be all right, won't I? Because I don't have a coal fire, but Santa will still find me, hopefully. But that depends whether I'm on the good list or the naughty list. What do you think? Do you think I'm on the naughty list? There's some people think I'm on the naughty list. I like to think I'm on the good list. So I don't know. But anyway, so the week ahead is looking good. I'm looking forward to making some more. I've got so many of the patterns now for these. Just waiting for my daughter to tell me which ones people actually want to buy, so that I can make those. But I love making as many different ones as I can, just to show, because if my daughter's people don't want, if my daughter doesn't want them for people that she knows, these can go into the I could put 1 or 2 of these into the Isle Access craft fair so that they make more money. So lots and lots of lovely ideas, as I say, always more Heather's saying I'm absolutely on the good list. There are some people who would say I'm not. Some people who don't like me, Heather. Would you believe that? Lynn Blackledge is on the good step tonight. Oh, yes. So back in the days of when we were live streaming in COVID, we had some people sitting on the naughty step. We had lots of people on the naughty step. We had some people on the good step. Anyone taking part in Elf on the Shelf this year? Again, I wish it was a thing when I was younger, as it would have been so much fun, but props are paid for your parents. Absolutely. I don't know. I think I've got an elf costume. Maybe I could be an elf on the shelf. I'm not sure if I could get on the shelf, but I could certainly be an elf. I do have an elf costume. It may be a little bit big for me now because I don't know what size I was when it was made for me. I wasn't probably as small as I am now, but never mind. That could be a roomy elf, couldn't it? Better that it's too big than too small. Right, yes. Tracy's saying, can you let me know how much for the Bumblebee one, please, Lynn? And I'll make sure I'll have change when I see you. If you could do a bank transfer to Tasha, please. Absolutely, yes. We can sort that one out. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know. So that's lovely. And it's the chocolate one you want in it, isn't it? I think it's not got the chocolate one in it at the moment, but I'll have to put the chocolate one in it. I don't know where it's gone. Where's it gone? I didn't eat it. I promise I didn't eat it. But it's got buried around here somewhere because I've got too many things. And when the broadcast finishes, I'm going to have to tidy all these bits up again. Go and put my knitting back by the chair. And put all these bits away, find homes for the new bits. And I've now got I need to get a new box for my glasses and my headbands because there are too many to go in the small box, and so I'll put them into one big box in my wardrobe, in my nice new wardrobe. Not my cupboard. It's not a cupboard anymore. It's a wardrobe. It's proper wardrobe space. Andrew's saying there used to be a child somewhere in the UK that dressed up as an elf on the shelf each year and had photos taken and shared on Facebook each day. It was so much fun to see what the elf got up to. Well, I can't promise that I can do that because I don't think I could get on any shelf. I don't think I want to try. I think it sounds dangerous. I might end up in hospital, so I won't do that. I might put my elf costume on, but I don't think I'm going to sit on a shelf. Was it 2 years ago we took part in making poppies for the big long church banner? Yes, that's what I was talking about that earlier, Ailey. Maybe you weren't in the broadcast when I was doing that. Lynn's dressing up box, says Andrew. Yes, my dressing up box is getting bigger and bigger. And when I was sorting some things out just now, I found my lovely, I've got a red and white stripy hat that's got wire in it, and it's the cat in the hat. You know, it bends round and that sort of thing. But I have such fun with my dressing up box. You know, I'm just still a little girl at heart. The body might be getting older, but you know, the inside me is not getting any older. Except, of course, there are telltale signs because I do forget things. But never mind. So, what is everybody going to be doing this week? As I say, I'm going to be knitting. I'm going to be crafting. Lots of things I want to craft. I must do my grandson's birthday card. Must definitely do that. And perhaps I need to do that tomorrow or the next, or by Tuesday. Tuesday, I think I need to. I think the birthday's Thursday, isn't it? So perhaps I should do it tomorrow, or even tonight before I go to bed. Who knows? We'll see how we get on. So. Right, well, Tracy's saying her neighbour has just packed up her things and sold her furniture and moved to the Isles of Scilly this week, so I have been given 3 new Kallax units. Oh, Kallax units! I love my Kallax units, just got to sort bits out now to go in them. I love Kallax units, and today, you know, I was, earlier on in the broadcast, I think those of you who are here will have heard me say that I moved 2 rainbow drawers over one bit of the lounge and moved a Kallax, no, not a Kallax, this was an Alex drawers where that one went, but I want something to go next to it, and I was thinking of Alex drawers, but actually they would come too close to my chair. So I've got plastic drawers at the moment, but actually I would much rather have these sort of drawers there. So I'm just working out, no, I didn't. I wanted Alex drawers, but I thought, no, they'll stand they come too close to the chair. I can't quite describe it to you because, you know, it's a bit difficult to describe. But I don't want anything to come further forward than the things that are already there. And I'm going to measure because I think a Kallax units would go there because I had a Kallax unit there before. So I think I might have Kallax units there, and some of the cubes like I've got, wait a minute, like I've got down there behind me. There. I think I might do that. Jury's still out on it. I think that's what I'll do. Hello, Susan. Did you just arrive or have you been here a long time? So I'm glad you've got Kallax units. That's brilliant, isn't it? Andrew's working then a coach trip to Blackpool on Friday to Monday. That's wonderful. Susan's saying, have a great time, Andrew. That red box upon the shelf reminds you of a telephone box. It is a telephone box. It absolutely is a telephone box. Here's one I made earlier. Look, it's a telephone box with a door. Can you see? It is actually a telephone box. Look, it says, I don't know if you can see, it says telephone on the top of it. Oh dear, the crown's got a bit wonky. It did get a bit bashed in my bag. So it is a telephone box. It's a gift box. So you could put something in there. Maybe a chocolate telephone or something. I don't know. So you are right. You are not wrong. I've got dies for London buses and all sorts of things. Susan's saying she's been here, but comments weren't showing until you turned your tablet on its side. Oh, I hope I'm not on my side now. That happened once. I did a live stream, and for some reason it tipped me. I was doing the live stream. I appeared like this. So I then lay down on my side to try and make me up the right way on there. Oh dear, I don't know why that would happen. Andrew has a red telephone box wooden bird feeder from B&M. The birds love it for eating birdseed. So now, Andrew, don't forget, if you're going to B&M and you want to buy stuff in there, you get a gift card. Well, it depends. If you can afford to put £50 on a gift card in one go, they don't do it for a smaller amount. I wish they did. I think some of the gift cards might. I'm not sure. You need to check each one out. But I knew that I was going to buy a few bits and pieces and storage. And so I put that £50 on the gift card and got 11%. So that was brilliant. Ailey saying, gosh, I wish right phone. Right. So Tracy's saying, hello, Dean, not seen you for a long time. But I didn't see, how can you see Dean and I can't? Where is Dean? Did Dean come in? How do we know where Dean is? I didn't see Dean. Susan's pleased to say that I am the right way up. Oh, I'm glad I'm the right way up. I hadn't spoken to my youngest grandchildren for a little while. And so I sent a message today to say, could we have a video call? And of course, you know where I was when they decided to video call me. I won't mention it here, but I expect you can guess where I was. I didn't answer the phone immediately. I had to sort of adjust myself and move out quickly. So, Susan, yes, I can include you in the WhatsApp cashback group, certainly. Oh, Tracy said it said he was watching under Ailey's comment on the phone. Oh, right, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. Don't know. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Let's go back on the screen there. I don't know. Certainly can. Hello, Dean. No, oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, well. Hello, Dean, if you're there. I couldn't see that you were there, but if you're there, hello. So, absolutely. So has anybody started their Christmas shopping? I think Andrew has. He said he has. Anybody else started their Christmas shopping yet? I know that I should be spending Christmas with family. That's a given. So looking forward to that. Not quite sure when I'm going to be going up there, up for holiday. I will need to get a date so that I can book my train ticket. And talking of my train tickets, I submitted my claims for my train tickets. Gosh, Tracy's 90% done and all wrapped. Oh my goodness, Tracy. Susan's done Christmas shopping for the dogs. Andrew just went on Facebook and an advert came up for bone cancer charity and to knit 30 minutes a day for charity. Yeah, exactly. That, but doing that, Andrew, I think we have to make stuff and send it off. Whereas if I do stuff for local charities, I can still support cancer in different ways. So that's what I'm going to do. Hang on, let's have a look. Heather has her Christmas shopping nearly done as well. And Kath saying, gosh, Tracy. Ailey saying, don't forget to feed the birds over the winter months. We have a lot of seagulls here and they open up the little grey food bins. The seagulls watch for the food birds going out. Right, excellent. So what was I just saying? I was just saying something else and I forgot what I was saying. And if anybody can remind me, then I could go back on that track. Otherwise, I will forget. Oh, I know. No. What was I doing? I remembered and I forgot again. What was I saying? What was I saying? I think those charity knits want you to get sponsors and they think you can sell for charity. Absolutely. So I like to support the local charities. You Christmas shop all the year. Good idea, Heather. It spreads it out and you probably can get bargains along the way as well. So that makes a lot of sense. I make stuff for, a lot of my stuff for charity where I can. So I was just going to say, what was I going to say? Something about anybody. I can't remember what I was going to say, folks. Dear, oh dear. I blame the age. I blame my brain is, getting a bit old. What was I going to say? I can't remember. And it sounds like nobody else can remember either. Terrible spelling, but you do try to read. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I try and read everybody's comments so that because then everybody gets to know what everybody else is talking about. Train ticket refund. Thank you, Tracy. I'm glad you were listening. You get 10 out of 10 and maybe I could give you another gold star. Oh dear, I haven't given you the gold stars that you have. Maybe I could add that to the list of gold stars I owe you. Yes, train ticket. Well done. Thank you, Tracy. So I have put in the refund claim for the two train tickets. When I went to my daughter's, I was over an hour late, and when I came back, I was over an hour late. Not my fault, delayed by the railways. So I put them both in, and so that's good. I had 28 days to do it, but I had got more than a week spare. I'd done it in plenty of time. And then I was just doing something on my phone and I saw an email come up and it said something about we haven't agreed your refund. And I thought, oh no, what's all this about? Am I going to have to fight for my refund? And then I read the email properly and basically what had happened, I'd claimed both journeys from South Western Railway, but apparently one of the journeys was Great Western Railway. I get very confused because parts of my journey are different. They go through different railways. So it might be Great Western Railway, it might be South Western Railway, or it might be cross country when I'm going to my daughter's, any of those. So I submitted them both to South Western Railway. But apparently one was okay, but the other one should have gone to Great Western Railway. And I thought, oh, gosh, I've got to start all over again. It's a bit of a faff because you have to upload your ticket and then, and if anybody knows me, I have shenanigans with the computer, you'll know. Anyway, it was fine because actually what had happened, South Western Railway had forwarded my claim to Great Western Railway. And then I almost straight away, I got an email from Great Western Railway saying, we have got your claim and we're looking into it for you. So they hadn't refused it. They just said it wasn't their claim. It was Great Western Railways. So let's see, because if both of those come in, both of the claims were just over £30. So that will be £60 coming back to me. And with that £60, I could buy a gift card, couldn't I, for one of the stores for the thing. What I like about B&M is too, they have so many different things in there. So they have stationery, they have food. I found some of the things I buy cheaper in B&M than anywhere else, So and then they have storage boxes. I tell you what I am looking for. I want a blender, a stick blender, because I've got processors and some of them are not getting right down. If I'm doing a small amount, I need one of those. Do any of you have stick blenders, and do you recommend them? And if so, I probably can get one in B&M. Has anyone noticed any parcel Royal Mail post on a Sunday? Our post has been terrible since COVID, but had a parcel from Royal Mail today. No, never had any on a Sunday. I did have, was it? No, I was looking forward. I was looking forward to a parcel yesterday. I've got a parcel on its way to me, a craft parcel. Surprise, surprise. It was I subscribed to a magazine. Again, a real bargain. This. I wanted one of the craft magazines, and a subscription offer came up, and you could get three months, and only pay the price of 2 months. But not only that, they were giving a Sidekick die cutter away. That's a baby die cutter, and they were giving one of those away. Yes, I've got some, but I'm hoping at some stage to have friends around to do crafting. When I've got all my stuff sorted and the sofas are clear for people to sit on and not have craft stuff on them, I'm hoping to have people around, 1 or 2 people maybe, to do some crafting, and I will want more than one machine. It will be easier, or I can take them when I go out. You can never have too many craft machines. So the little die cutter itself, it's a Sidekick. It's the baby one to the recent Sizzix ones I bought, and I think they're not that cheap. And I think that so I've got the magazine subscription for for 19.9. No, wait a minute. What did I pay? $19.99. The subscription is $19.99 for 3 months. They're $9.99 each, so that's 1 month free. 1 month out of free. 1 month out of 3 free. Plus, I've got this little machine. That's amazing. So I was well pleased. So I thought it was that coming, and I was so excited. I thought it said it was going to deliver it. I think today. I think it was earlier today. It said it was going to deliver it today, and I was getting all excited. And I thought, no, they don't deliver on this. Oh no, wait a minute. Was this yesterday? No, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I've got confused. The days are so lovely and long for me. I don't know. Anyway, I was excited and thinking, oh, it's coming. And I was watching the time on it. No, it was definitely yesterday. And it was going to be here by 3:30. And all of a sudden, I got a message saying it had been delivered. And so it was coming from Craft Stash, which is another craft company that I get top cashback through. And so I thought, oh, it's coming. Well, they say they've delivered it. I've been sitting here. Nobody's knocked on the door. So what's happened? And then I remembered I had ordered some goodies to go to my daughter's house. And it was that parcel. So that had been delivered, but my parcel hadn't. Vivian highly recommends a stick blender. Hang on, wait a minute. B&M is a good shop in Inverness. Excellent. Scammers keep sending me emails, so-called Royal Mail missed delivery emails, and they ask you to pay a redelivery fee. Absolutely. Do not click on anything you are not sure of. I've been watching all those scam programs in daytime TV, and there are so many of them. So I get to the point now where I don't even click on something that I should click on until I've well investigated it. Susan say, do I remember that someone had a cashback site, then cancelled it and has since joined again? Did it work okay? And was that using the same email address, please? Think it might have been. Andrew, it was you, wasn't it? Did it work? So I know you cancelled it and you signed up again. So I don't know. Let's have a look. I highly recommend a stick blender, says Vivian. Andrew says, stick blenders are really good. Just take care and go slow or it could splash everywhere. Maybe a stick blender with a tub attached would be a good idea. Yeah, okay, well, I'll have a look at that. Do you still use my Ring doorbell? No, my Ring doorbell went wrong. And they were trying to sell me another one. and I couldn't afford it because it was nearly £100 for a new one. And they said, oh, well, we'll give you a deal. We'll give you £70. And at that point, £70 was way out of my budget. I did see them come up on Amazon, but jury's still out on those because, yes, it's nice, but there's a monthly subscription fee, and I had to keep recharging the battery, unscrewing it, taking it off the door, and recharging it. So I need to think of whether I could get one that actually you could charge while it was on the, on the, maybe not put it on the door, maybe put it on the side where it could come through and be charging. I don't know. A better system, I think. Hang on. Andrew said he used the same email address and it worked well. What was that my mother used to screw into the kitchen table and put mincemeat into? It had a, yes, I know what you mean. It was a grinder. A grinder is what you had, wasn't it? A meat grinder. So Susan's saying, great, did you get the bonus okay when you signed up? You don't get the bonus until you've done a certain amount. You have to do a certain amount before you get the bonus. So I don't know how much you have to do before you get the bonus. But it does, you do get the bonus if you do it. You can buy Ring doorbell dupes and they work just as well. Oh, what's a dupe? Is that a similar thing? I don't know that word, dupes. Good night, Kath. Good night. I'll chat to you tomorrow, Kath. Tracy's just got a Ring doorbell. Not actually Ring doorbell. It's an Owit. It costs $9.99 and it connects through your phone. Oh, wow. Tracy, I need to know more about that because it would be useful. But I tell you what, the Ring doorbell was really good when I used to go out loads because if somebody was at the door, I could talk to them while I was out and about and say where to put the parcels. But these days, I'm in more than I'm out. And if somebody knocks on the door, I look at it. If I'm expecting it to be a parcel and it says it's going to be a certain time, then I know. I go and answer the door. If I don't know, I just look out my Juliet balcony and talk to the people from there. So it's not quite a necessity as it was, but we'll see. Right. Tracy charges hers in the evening when she's in and it lasts for 2 weeks. Oh, what a great idea. Let's think about that. That's right, Lynn. And who remembers the twin tub washing machine? Oh, the first washing machine I ever had was a twin tub. And it was a second-hand one I bought off somebody. And I was so excited to have my twin tub washing machine. You know, I don't think those things would fill me with so much excitement now. But, you know, it did then. Dupe is a product that looks very similar or just like the real company product, but with a different name. Aldi, Lidl have lots of similar items. All right, okay, thank you. And Donna remembers her twin tub. Her auntie on mum's side had one too. And Tracy's giving me an Amazon link. Thank you. Okay, I shall look up. Oh, Tracy, can you pop that in my messenger, because otherwise I've got to scroll all the way back through here to find it after the broadcast. That would be really useful if you could. You've just put the link in, but yes, could you put the link into my messenger as well? And that would be brilliant on there. And I was just going to say something else and I forgot what I was going to say, but it couldn't have been that important. So anyway, folks, I think I'm going to wind down in a minute and have a little bit of chill out time. I'm going to perhaps put something on the TV and do a little bit of knitting, you know, just to chill out. That would be really nice. And oh, I tell you what, I know what I was going to say. I have an Amazon code. I have an Amazon associate account. I should have told you that before, Susan, because when you bought the same tabletop cooker as I bought, I could have given you my link and it would have generated some pennies. Thank you, Tracy. I've seen that come in now. And so if anybody wants anything off Amazon, I can convert it to a link that would give a few pennies into the Golivegranny account. So, you know, let me know. And I'll just, or if I gave you one link to anything, doesn't matter what it is. If you saved that and anything you wanted on Amazon, you went through that link, as long as you went through that link, it would still generate a few pennies for the account. So, you know, it just helps us keep things going. And so anyway, there we go. Do you remember the washing machine with the ringer at the top? You had to turn a mangle. That's a mangle, wasn't it? No, I did. I do remember them, but I didn't have one. I had a twin tub. Right, folks, I'm going to go and chill out. I can't go to bed because I turned out some boxes and they're all in the doorway of my bedroom, and unless I move them, I can't get to the bed. But some of those could go straight into the drawers that I emptied earlier when I took out all the t-shirts and hung them up. So does that work on the Amazon subscribe and save? I'm not sure. It might do. It might do. It's worth a try, Susan. Worth a try. Sent your inbox, Lynn, and your inbox. Thank you very much, Tracy. Good night, Andrew. And Heather's saying, rest well, Lynn. Absolutely, I will rest, and I will put out a few things through the week, and then hopefully we'll see lots of you again on next Sunday evening. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed your company. Thank you so much. We are at 2 hours and 50 minutes. Not quite as long as last week. It actually hit the 3 hours, but I am not going to try and outdo last week's because I'm ready to go. I think I might want to make myself a hot drink too. So thank you. Thank you for all the input, everybody, sharing your stories and your news and your jokes and, joining in. It's been great fun. And I will see you all again very soon. So have a wonderful week. Stay out of mischief if you can. I'm not sure that I can. Mischief is my second middle name. But there you go. And I've just noticed Ailey had put a comment, but it's not showing on my phone. But on the screen, it's showing me that she's put a little thumbs up and 100% in that, but it doesn't show on the phone. It just doesn't show anything, just her name. Tracy's saying she thinks it's gone up a little bit now, but I put mine in my basket and left it there. Then they said it went down if I bought it then. And that's actually happy poppy knitting. Thank you. That's a top tip. Before I go, Tracy's reminding me of a top tip. Often, if you put something in your basket and don't buy it straight away, often you will be offered a discount. I'm looking at. I wanted something to go along next to my bed, and at the moment I've got one of my fold-up coffee tables, but it sticks. I wanted something a bit narrower and a bit longer. And I found something on, again, through one of the cashback companies, a new company, but I see them doing a lot of advertising. And I thought, I saw one, and it's a table, and it's what I like is that it's got a charging port on it. Good night. Vivian's going to watch Last Tango in Halifax. I must watch that. I've never watched that. Sorry, I was going to finish, but I'm just going to tell you about this. So I want this table that's got charging point on it because it's got a long. I had to measure how long the lead was because in order to do my charge to plug in my hairdryer on that side of the bed, I've got to run an extension lead behind the cupboard, and it comes out. And I don't like all those wires. What I would love to, because it's more than one wire then, and it's difficult. This table, it's got an extension lead, and it's long enough to go around the back of the cupboard and plug in, so it will be tucked round and on the floor, and then I would be able to plug the hairdryer in there. It's much easier. And so on that one, I've put it in my basket. Good night, Tina. I put it in my basket, and I didn't buy it straight away because I'm still thinking about it. I think long and hard about these, and of course it's got the top cashback, and they'd offered. There was already an offer on it, but they looked like there might be a better offer on it. So I'm just debating, and it's the offer will last for 2 or 3 days, so I don't have to decide tonight. And I'm just thinking long and hard about it, whether it's actually what I want. I would rather have it in a white, but it's not white. But you know what? I can live with it not white if it does the rest of the job I want it to do. But I think it really might make a difference in that area. So I think that's what I think I'm going to buy that. But I'm thinking about it because, you know, I don't want to make a rush decision. Good night. See you next week, Tina. Lovely to have you here. And sometimes it takes longer to show. It will come on shortly. All right, Oli. Okay. Heart Foundation had some nice bits in on Thursday and some are discounted. Okay, thank you, Susan. Ian Merrick made 200 Christmas gift cards using old Christmas cards for charity. That was amazing. That's wonderful. Excellent. Right, I am going to go now. Night, everybody. Thank you for staying with me for such a long time. We're still under the 3 hours, 2 hours, 54 minutes and 45 seconds. And I am going. Bye-bye, everybody. Whoops, I'm going if I can hit the button.